attack speed buff, that passive, much sooner in the game. You get so much power, and I guess that's a way to go up against Alpha. We were talking about how you need to match the Alpha in clear speed. Boxer can do it, but in team fights he can't. This guy does both. Julian, he clears maybe even faster, but in these team fights he can actually shred through these tanks.
And it's a jack of all trades, right? You have the anti-CC, you have the burst, you have even a way to get away easily. So it's a hero that really is something that Kairi is known for.
Let's just hope he doesn't call Mahoraga, because then it'll be a
spoilers.
6v5. People don't know what that means, Shevin, so...
I don't watch JJK, but I know what that is.
Well, we're still in the clear for now, but look at the emblems by Gainsing earlier. You see that Kairi actually goes for the Swift there, and so did Dreams. So Dreams is trying to be an extra damage dealer, but look at this.
Wow.
Annabelle, for once, backing away from an engagement. Surprised by the Julian.
Great usage of the Scythe and the Chain.
That's not really an equal trade either. Annabelle has to use the Spear of Alpha to get away from a normal combo from a Julian. So he has to be careful in the near future for this kind of engages from Kairi. Maybe just waiting for Dreams and Fluffy to open the bush. And once again, Onic, they're playing an assassin. Who they want to contest?
Power of Nature to go in front. That's a Spear of Alpha, but a wild charge as well. No one's a Retribution. It's Claw again. Who finds it? Flicker and Death is welcome. Finding one. Spinning Sans back out, and that's first blood through the slashes of the Alpha.
Quite uncharacteristic right away from Onic. Usually in this kind of situation, they tend to just concede and try to make up for it in the bushes or maybe in the jungle opposition. But now they get punished. Sans, they remember.
Power of Nature don't use that as a diversion. Defensively, they cancel it out, but Luna's Spear of Alpha, they slip their safety. But Annabelle, he was stuck all alone.
Left behind, left for dead. Great moment for Onic there, and you can see the damage potential from the Julian though. With the empowered Scythe, it's a lot of damage if they're not careful. Dreams to spot him out right here as we take a look at the talent predictions by the Samsung Galaxy S24 series. Seems like for the most part, it's gonna be once more a disagreement between the English desk and the Indonesian desk. Except for Shevin though.
Yeah, maybe I should change the Indonesian desk right away now.
Get out of here, Shevin.
Yeah, I do think that EVOS is a whole different playoffs, just like KB said. And it's very apparent. Like so far in the playoffs, they're playing nothing like the way they play in the regular season.
Well, we'll have to see if that will be enough though to go up against Onic, because they have been cleaning up as well. And you saw that when their backs were against the wall, they immediately turned up the speed, turned up the heat. So it's almost like we haven't really seen Onic at their full power just yet. But we'll have to see, right? This is the kind of match that will force them to do so.
4 minutes so far, nothing much going on. 1-1. Not much gold lead either.
Gary, my brother.
Brother. Either way, SCW.
Whoa. Blazing duet from Brands just to clear the wave and to zone CW back.
I like that. I like that. Aggressive and not really that worried about your resources, because it's gonna be up right away in the next team fight, possibly. And now you can catch up to the wave in the middle.
Brand's gonna poke down. He has full stacks though, so he's able to just walk around. Meanwhile, Lutpi trying to find an angle now onto Fluffy. He goes. That's a knock-up from Dreams with a Retribution from Kai. Now TW with the Lycan form and Kairi with the enhanced sight. Dreams gonna be next to the chopping block. The Sans goes in, and that's gonna be CW with his claws. Slashing down, and another enhanced chain, or scythe rather, used up by Kairi. That's 3.
Kairi the Sorcerer, right away. 2 kills or 3 kills from Kairi on that exchange. Now Onic has the gold swing. They have the opportunity. Claw cut.
The enhanced scythe.
That's a lot of damage. Watch out, ladies and gentlemen, back home. In your ranked games, you're gonna see a lot of Julians after this. Kairi making it work, rushing the Holy Crystal as well. He's here for damage, and just like that, 1 turret and almost an instant snowball from Onic.
He's breaking the rules, not just of the land of Dawn, of the character he's from as well. He doesn't even need Mahoraga.
Yep. And he's playing safely too. He's not bringing Mahoraga right away in the early game.
Okay, enough of the Rashi doesn't understand.
Welcome everyone.
Okay, well,
sorry,
for Onic at least, they're doing a great job here. They're not showing their cards, and they are playing for pickoff technically. It seems like a bit of a teamfight composition, but if you look at their heroes, a lot of them actually do a lot of single target damage. So if heroes miss that, it seems like Onic is saving spells for a critical moment, and they're just bursting down
I woke
the
up
main
little
front
bit
line.
late,
But look
but
at this,
still I
Kyrie
resumed
spots it
and
out,
watched.
puts in the chain, gets
Hello,
munched
Keke,
on.
and
That's as welcome, bringing him
welcome to the
back
stream.
out.
Thank you for joining.
But Kyrie's still going to be alive and has sword. They all rush him. Dreams picks up the shutdown. Lupi still in the midst of it all now, being able
Very
to
official
put on some damage.
welcome.
Keyboy now around the back.
That's a
Wild
welcome.
charge. Sans picks up a double. Dreams,
Great
no
jam.
primal wrath to utilize.
Thanks for
Caught.
joining,
Sans
everyone.
steals away the primal wrath, knocks him
Yeah,
up with the Earth
it's
Shatter.
good.
Meanwhile, Lupi
Yeah.
deals with Fluffy. It's a full Fnatic Onic win.
This is the Onic that we're used to seeing. No stop at
Let's
all.
go,
Just
Onic.
dominating in
Today I
every
support
clash
Onic.
possible. 2.3k
Who
gold
do you
within 7
think will
minutes.
win?
They are rolling.
They took out Kyrie Evos, but at what cost? They lost a
Yes.
lot there. And at
Hello,
perfect timing,
Jammer,
Onic
Kumar,
going for the turtle.
Kumar,
Look at
welcome
that.
to the
Clear
stream.
speed.
Thank you for joining.
That's the Julian power. Now it's back to business as usual, hunting down for these turrets. Without the outer turrets on the side lanes, this mid area is the only safe refuge for Evos. Even in the jungle, you can see Keyboy is looking for information. And despite having the diversion, oh, they're going for it again right now.
Oh, Lupi, does he read it out?
Uh-oh.
It's a stare down.
Uh-oh.
Jetson is welcome by
Uh-oh.
Fluffy, and it's not going to be used aggressively.
Wow. Great wisdom from Ludpi there to recognize that there's no one on the map. Where are Evos? With a low Yi, they are somewhere, possibly close to me. He is not taking any chances. Take a look at some of the items here. The in-game equipment by Tunia Games. Keyboy acting all tough, but he only has 3 components. He isn't really going for a full item just yet. He wants to have those quick stats, but look at this.
Jetson is welcome defensively as the wild charge goes onto the back, onto Fluffy. Meanwhile, he just got absolutely deleted. San stole away the primal rat. Lupi on Annabelle. That's a good dispersion in the back, but Lupi now is going on to Annabelle, forcing that vengeance out of Lupi, and Annabelle will be able to deal with Lupi with the Spear of Alpha displacement. Fnatic Onic take that 1-for-1, 2 with the turret in the mid lane, and they're happy with it.
They're not giving the Tigers any time of rest.
Yeah.
They're still rolling through. Every time a clash is possible,
no,
they're gonna
Kumar,
pull the
maybe
trigger.
next time I
That was
will.
an exchange, but an exchange that benefited Onic. And by the way, Arashi, I thought Holy Crystal is a late game item.
Yeah, I did.
He just immediately rushed it. He
And I
knows that the
slept away
scaling,
2 times.
the numbers on that Julian is so good. And look at that. I mean, earlier, we saw how Bigatron was able to use this Barats to be a main front line. And Coach Boots right here,
Coach
Oh, by
he's admiring
Fnatic
his
Onic
team's
with,
work. You saw that
tricky,
even Dreams, even Fluffy,
quality
the supposed
too.
front lines get absolutely deleted. Now with the Blood Wings as well, he's going to be a lot more secure. And Onic just pushing the tempo. They have all the turrets, and they're not allowing Evos to make the plays off of the diversion from the low Yi.
Diversion, Keyboy spots
Yeah.
it out. And no one takes it.
I did
Notice
watch
how
party
earlier
2
in
times,
that
okay?
fight,
And what
Keyboy just
what
casually walks in
I
with the power of
slept
nature,
off
and the
in
fact
what
that
the
they are
stream.
so concerned about the
So
wall
long I
charge
slept
just
off.
pushes everyone from Evos away. They have to
It's
try and find a
really
solution for that
right
as
now.
well, because Onic they
yeah,
can do it again
this,
right here.
EPDR we're using chips
Sonic
so
sure.
much.
That's a conceal by Keyboy, and our Shatter cancelled out. Fluffy, the Dino, completely deleted. How do they look for an angle to fight?
so
Annabelle's
useless
forced
right
to use the
now.
Spear of
This way
Alpha
also.
defensively to the back, and it's free for Onic, for Fnatic Onic.
Just dominant. Every time there's food, they're gonna take it. Every time there's an opportunity, they're gonna capitalize on it. This is the Onic that we're used to seeing, and 2 items right away secured. The big ones at that. Ludpi with a Vengeance and Blade Armor. Now Brandt is gonna be in trouble whenever
Whoa.
he's going for that blazing duet.
That is sounds with the Primal Red just
super duet
threatening
here.
for more DPS.
Michael
Runs a power
Metro.
spike and the fight breaks out.
Tetris welcome as the enhanced chain connects on the Dream. Still in the back, it's gonna be Keyboy who lands a wild charge onto 2, but it's all just for the turret in the mid lane. That's a tier 2 claimed by Fnatic Onic. Nothing to retaliate with, Evos.
Wow, the fact that
If he
Sans
was
technically got
then
caught there
The,
and he just walks out of there, no sweat. Now
in
Clockman
my-
has a Divine Glaive though, so the frontline members have to be a
it's
bit more
chat
careful.
now.
But overall, when you
gonna
talk
start playing
about
with
burst
the
damage, man,
Guys,
Kyrie
please hit the like
matching the
button.
Divine Glaive as
Like,
well.
थोड़ा
Even without it, he was able to
Please
just
like the
one-shot
stream.
anyone in the front line. Now he'll be looking to try to do the
later on
same.
it will
Whoa,
be custom, okay? Open custom.
Almost Clock
Please
who
like
just got deleted. But now onward
Yeah,
onto Keyboy.
exactly.
He's forced to play
Yesterday I
ground,
was
conceal
expecting
play.
so much from
I'll try
PTR
to
and then
retaliate.
also...
Only forcing Evos back.
Yeah, Evos are actually
Already.
playing really good.
A lot of gold lead has been put up by Onic, 6.5. Not quite the Onic, the most dominant Onic we're used to seeing, 1k gold per minute, but they're up there.
Oh, it's 6k goal
Right
lead
now they're
for
focusing their
Onic.
attention to the bottom lane, and all tier 2 turret is gone. Onic rolling through the Tigers.
Even Sans picking up that blood wings as well. It's gonna be a lot more durable, which means he can just walk up with the Primal Wrath. He's still holding on to it. Even if Evos expend their resources to try and shut down Kyrie, CW has been untouched in this game, going with that Roger build, with the Windtalker, with the Endless Battle, and the
Eco will
Great
lead
Dragon
them
Spear.
all,
He's gonna be very, very mobile as a
welcome.
cleanup crew.
Wow.
Sans can output that DPS.
Guys, like Cardona stream, please.
This marks Julian's debut.
Para like
Indonesia
Cardo.
Season 13 after last being used by Suelo
Onic
in
are
MPL Indonesia
so-
Season 11.
Well
You
charged,
experience
knocking James
their-
up. Oh my
yes,
goodness,
they
the
are
damage on
very
Lycan pounds into the
experienced.
back line, but CW still gonna be able to
That's why I was
survive.
expecting
Annabelle's
a lot
first
from
Alpha
them,
Alpha
no.
to the back.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
Sans
also
picks
done.
up the execute. As
Only
Kyrie
three
melts him,
men,
gets
only
his
three
welcome,
men
bringing
left.
Kyrie back, and that will be a trade. Kyrie for
Come on, Onic.
2.
A trade that they're happy
Finish
to take
them off.
any day of the week. 1 to 3. And now, 18 seconds
Whoa.
left. Mlbb, my goodness gracious.
He even
Close.
has the vengeance. He could have held it back. Fnatic Onic in the base, trying to go for the siege in the bottom lane, but will not be able to do it. Not with that wave, at least. Evo's dealing with it very, very well. And Fnatic Onic, pull back.
They give away a shutdown though, with Kyrie going aggressive there. 5 seconds till he's up, and the Lord is already ready for the taking. And you see that Brands went with the Rose Gold Meteor. He recognizes the threat of that magical damage. But that's the problem here. Will that alone be enough? It's not just Kyrie. You saw that in that base siege from Fnatic Onic. Sans was just free hitting, becoming a DPS character.
Yeah, but Louis is
Onic
not
now
able to
jumping
do
on the
anything
Lord
right now.
here. Evos don't seem to be in position to contest for anything.
Easy for Onic. Hey,
Zero
Kuku Ilong, welcome
diversion
to the
play.
stream. Thank you for joining.
Value has been used by Clockun. A polar
But
opposite
Onic won last
of what he
MSC,
did
so...
against Pikachu Alpha.
And Liquid.
Yep. Now, what do you think is the
But
difference
sadly,
in this game
Onic are
compared to
losing
the
very
previous
badly
ones?
this time.
Well, now
They
it's
got
just Onic
cooked.
snowballing way too hard for anyone. If they just clump up together, there's a wild charge threat. There is a enchanted, empowered side that can just follow up. And now look at Fluffy stuck behind a wall.
Jetson is welcome defensively. Dreams as well with the onward defensively, but a Primal Rack gets stolen away, and Fluffy gets eliminated in the back line. The pain!
Oh.
Zones them together. Spear of
I
Alpha, but
bet
only
it's a
brings
win
CW
for,
closer to them as Kyrie picks up a double, and they're gonna go march on towards the base. Kai enhanced chain to find a triple kill.
Fnatic Onic, more like lunatic Onic. They're an absolute psychos of the game. 5-1. Grants the only lone defender of the Tigers.
Oh,
Can he
it's a
do
win
it?
for Onic.
Flip the coin is what he
100%.
needs to do. Maybe reset is what they need to do as well. That's a stolen blazing duet to dance on Evos' Game 1 graves.
That is a statement from Fnatic Onic to the Tigers. We are still the kings of the game. We are still the Sky Kings. You are the challenger.
Yes.
A dominant showing, shutting down the Alpha from Evo, shutting down the whole aggression. We thought that
Hello, Along
Evos
Air.
were gonna attempt
Hey,
to run
Along
over
Air.
Fnatic Onic, but
Welcome to the
Onic
stream.
pulled the reverse
Along
card
Air.
and ran over
It's
Evos
not Flocky,
instead.
right? You're not... Are you Flocky along IR?
An absolute stomp.
I'm
Julian's
really
debut
confused.
in Season 13 in the hands of a man that is known as the best assassin user in the world.
Okay, oh
Successfully
yeah, I
brings
did not
Fnatic
notice
Onic
you earlier.
closer
I'm very sorry.
to Riyadh,
You're
to
coming
MSC.
with your real name, no? So I was not
We
able
talked
to
about the
notice.
hero pool
And
and the confidence that Kyrie
okay,
and
thank
the
you for
whole team has
registering.
to him.
And also
It is
thank
got a
you for
situation.
extra
A debut
50
pick
as well. I'll take it
Turned
as
into a convincing
your support.
victory.
Thank you so much.
Now, job's not done. 2 more games to go to
I
Riyadh.
shall love GG. Let's go,
It's a great
GG.
play for Onic to just deny everything. And look at the Roar Master himself,
He was
Subdued for
supporting
now.
yesterday. He was trying.
waiting for the next
that
opportunity. But for
today
Onic,
is
denying
Onic Day.
the global
Today is
play,
Onic Day.
responding reading through that macro play that was so elusive, so confusing
Thank you.
for anyone going up against Evos,
Oh,
and
next
even
match.
matching the
When will
alpha
it
clear
start?
speed. They
In
definitely
like
have
5
done
minutes,
their
I think.
research. And even in the drafting phase, you saw that Evos were the ones that were caught completely by surprise. We thought with the Julian has potential, but if you can beat the alpha in clear speed, I think now people are gonna absolutely think that there's some value to this pick.
The only thing I like about
just a
Unreal Enjoy
curveball.
is cameraman
A curve-
first, you know.
Curveball from Coach
Yeah, look so
Kochia
beautiful
in
girl
the
and
last phase of the draft.
Dun keluar katam.
We've asked the question, how do they break through the frontliner from EVOS when there's a lot of engaged potential in Edith and also Barats? Well, you have Julian that can shred down your frontliner with those Holy Crystal first item and what's the item? Holy Wings? Not.
Blood Wings.
Blood Wings.
I'm sorry.
And then Divine Glaive Rush, right? So, I mean, just the Holy Crystal alone, he was able to shred through the
Cameraman
frontliners.
of MVP.
With the Divine Glaive, Arashi, he was basically dealing true damage.
And that's crazy because usually back then we saw that the genius one is something that Julian would go for. Not even necessary, man. We want that damage. We
Pure.
want that power. And it's not just the Julian, right? Oh, the Julian, that's the empowered side. That's big damage. Then there's Sons of the Primal Wrath. We saw that in the
Copyright
bottom
na
fight
kaya.
there.
Okay.
Maybe we'll see it in the highlights.
What I do
Sans
is,
just caught-
after
caught
I
Evos
end the
completely
stream,
off
no?
guard. He was just
I used
hitting,
to,
and he just secured
you know,
one kill
do
and did a
something
ton of damage to everyone
like
else.
remove the
Let's
voice
see though who was
or
the most
something like
valuable
that
player
to remove
in
the
that
copyright.
game. Well,
I
no
really
surprise
wonder
there.
who.
No surprise. Kaya once again
And
showing off
it used to be fine
with
again.
his debut Julian.
Copyright
The
will go
Assassins,
away.
I think now, yeah? I think we can all agree.
Kyrie
Yeah.
forever
Damage dealers?
duet, yes, he's a god.
Maybe. I mean, in a way, it's still easy to
Wow.
deal with than this Julian because he was absolutely elusive with it. He is the player of the game.
Hello,
Presented
TV,
by our
welcome
official
to the
tournament
stream.
smartphone, Samsung Galaxy
Kumar
series.
keep yapping, bro. Lol.
He was going in aggressively,
Thanks for
but
joining,
the
everyone.
management of his skills, which skill to empower.
Kyrie up.
It's just so good.
Kyrie up.
And he was using it for the most part. He knows he's a
Ooh,
damage
he
dealer.
finished
He
with
knows
Darren.
that there's
Chelsea.
utility built into his team already. He is threatening the counter engage with the enchanted chain. If Evos want to clump up together for a big diversion play,
Sorry,
it can be
Toki, I-
comboed with the big
yesterday
wild charge as
I
well.
was,
But
like,
unless
I
that
did,
is a possibility, it just
came
sticks
to
to
your
the
stream,
enchanted sword
okay?
for the clean
I like
escape,
the stream.
for the
I
chase at
wouldn't
the bottom
comment.
side of the map near the
No.
Evos base early on, and of course the empowered side
I
does way
like,
too much damage.
I was
Let's look
also
at the game
streaming.
highlights for our
That's
official
right.
gold partner UBS Gold. Even earlier on, we were expecting Evos to go and get a big long fight with a lot of chase. But even Annabelle here just left for
Are you
dead.
into Lemo?
And this was the play that
No,
Evos
Kumar,
attempted to try and
no,
equalize.
I am
But
Binoy.
look at how this is
Triggered.
played out. They used
Kyrie is
everything.
better than Kyrie.
Kyrie
What
was
do you
still able
guys
to
say?
get out and
Daichu,
force
welcome.
some more battle spells.
What
And
do you
look at
guys-
the charge. The backup
What
coming
do you
in.
guys say?
Lutpi the whole
Kalzi
time
and,
doing damage,
Kyrie.
tanking everything.
Who is better?
And you gotta give a shout out to Keyboy. His responses in this game has been amazing. The barricades more than once has sealed the deal for EVOS members. And the wild charge as a deterrent is something we haven't seen so far. That is a solution that Onic were able to use.
I think everyone pretty much deserved a shout out, at least a bit.
Look at Sans.
Oh, Primal Rat with
The elephant.
Valentina. You're basically a TPS at this point.
It's a
Kyrie
lot of
on his
damage.
death.
Even afterwards, the barricade to start things up once more. And immediately, everyone coming in from the sides. No one can stop the push and that wild charge onto 3 members. So I was saying, shout out to Keyboy because he was enabling all these big plays. And look at Kyrie with the read. It was so dominant that they were able to just chill inside the base of Evos and wait for the waves to come in. All nonchalant, almost casual from Fnatic Onic.
11k gold lead in 14 minutes.
Kyrie is the best
Come on,
assassin jungler, not the best
This is
jungler.
not you.
Could have done better, man. You know, where's the 15,000? Where's the
Are you
18,000
Kyrie
gold lead,
fan,
right?
Darlo?
Almost seems
Darla.
like for Fnatic Onic, it's another day at work.
I mean, Onic, if you're gonna claim that you're great, go faster than 10 minutes, then we'll talk.
I don't know.
They might just do that next game, Arashi. You have challenged
But I
the
support
gods of the game.
Onic.
We'll have to see anti-items for a while here, though. CW, like I said, relatively
Ayun,
untouched.
hello.
We talked about how there's an extra
Ayun, welcome to
DPS
the
from
stream.
Sans and the Valentina.
Ayun,
But
Ayun.
CW understands that, okay,
Kalsi
For the
good
looks
in
of it,
tank,
every time a
tanky
fight
jungler.
kind of breaks out, a lot of the
Yeah,
damage.
Darla-
We talked about this on
Darla
Eagles'
Billy
previous
Kille
match, by the way.
Ase
All the damage comes out
Maybe
very, very
MPL clears
fast.
so.
Now,
I'm also playing
Fnatic
MPL na. Hello, Kevin, welcome.
turn the script
Ahun,
around. They're the ones that can go
Ahun,
instantly
welcome.
with the big
Very
wild charge,
assistant
followed
class.
up by all these ultimates. And then
Falcon
once everyone's kind of low, now
brand
they gotta
will
back
win
away.
MSC.
Because unlike
Let's see. I don't
the
know
usual
how
fights,
let me
they can't really match up with the card control first of all. But afterwards, there's CW,
Don't forget to like, okay,
who
guys?
is still
Put a like,
outfarming
Kato,
Brands,
please.
who are still doing well in his lane. And if you just walk up carelessly against that
Lutfi is
Roger,
my
that
favorite
extra
right now.
execute
Mhm.
damage,
Lutfi is
the
also
extra
not
damage
bad, okay?
from the low HP
He's good.
will seal the deal as well. So it's a
Lutfi
again,
is good.
it's always a multi-layered strategy coming in from Onic, and it takes time for you to decipher. Probably more than just one single game. So you can bet that right now, the coaching staff
I
for
would
Eagles
not deny
Glory are
that.
just trying to churn out those brain waves. Hashtag Eternal.
Look at the statistics though. All of it is dominated by Onic. Not a single statistics goes for EVOS. GPM, damage dealt, damage taken as a Thomas, and also total assists by Keyboy. Everyone deserves a shout out. Meanwhile, Kyrie, look at that. 2 Lords, 2 Turtles, and 2 turrets.
Perfectly.
If
about
he is
doing
the best
everything
jungler, he
on its
he
own.
could have won
Yeah.
Who's a
MC
damage dealer,
series
man?
by
With the
now.
Swift,
Mhm.
those empowered basic attacks from the Julian.
Just
those
no limit,
sting.
best
I mean,
genre.
it doesn't really, you can't really see that massive burst when you're in the middle of a big fight, but those attacks definitely hit hard.
Yeah, you don't notice it, and then you're gone, right? And by the time you notice it, you've already been taken out, and I think Fluffy had to learn that
Which
very
team do
hard
you
way.
want Onic to
They
face
got
in
sight
final?
and
Kick or
sword and
Evo?
chained. Oh man, no wonder the dinosaurs went extinct, you know?
Yeah. So we saw the Julian.
I think
right?
it's going
Now,
to
what do you think
be-
is the strategy?
maybe
for
it might
strategy?
be Evo's
Because
only.
the Julian pick is a
Because right now I feel that Evos are, you know, like very good so far.
Do you want to overthink it and put it into your notebook? Oh, they're gonna pick Julian, or maybe there's some chances they're gonna
Ano
pick a
ko ba,
Julian,
hindi
or do
ka-
you just focus good team for your own?
Tigilan mo na ang
Usually drafting for a
usapan
team on their
ano
own
kuma.
is the response.
Ari, what
To
language
be
is
fair, right,
this?
this
Is it
Julian just came out
Filipino?
of nowhere, so it's not really fair to like tell to just decide right now that oh, EVOS can't deal with the Julian. It came out of nowhere. Now that it's in the picture, at least in the strategy when you're strategizing against it, you can kind of treat it like an assassin, right? For the most part, he's still very squishy. We saw that if he can get caught by some kind of crowd control from the side of EVOS,
Yeah, I
it's still
think
possible.
it's gonna
So
be
I think they
EVOS
can still
only.
kind of consider
But I
him
like
one
Kalzi.
more assassin.
Yeah, he's also not
right?
bad.
And take into
They're all
consideration the
very
extra
good in
clear
their
speed,
own
the
role,
extra
you know?
crowd control, and then go with their normal strategy
Kyrie,
for now. But if the
he
Julian
is, you
pops
know,
off once more,
he's
then I
very
think
good.
they have to start respecting it. That's just the way
He's
it
a
is,
very
right? And that's why we have a
experienced
best of 5. This is
Yep.
the playoffs where there is time
Jake,
to adapt,
okay.
to try and
No
solve
problem.
these
I'm like,
puzzles.
Well, I mean, it's easier
I'm
said than
totally
done, but if
okay
they
with
were,
whatever
if
it
the
is
plan
like.
was to go Barats
But
anyways,
in
right?
the
in second
finals,
phase, might as well pick up
Onic
the
should
first
be
phase.
there.
Don't be too reliant on the alpha pick. Because
Whether they face
pick is great
Geek
for
or
Annabelle, don't get me
Evos.
wrong here, but it is very, very one-dimensional in a way that it'll only go to the jungle, right? We're not going to see it in XP, gold lane, but the Barats,
say
we've seen
welcome
it
to
flex
the
many, many
stream.
times.
Thank you for
and they were
joining.
able to make the flex pick work yesterday up against Big Turn Alpha. Why not today?
Yep. Just want to say though, I think the world is a better place when Onic plays an assassin.
Yeah, I mean, depends on how you look at it, right? If you
Okay.
are tired of the domination,
Yeah.
then I guess no. But if you're Ghani,
Hello, Lona.
Ghani's feeling
Welcome to
good
the
right
stream.
now.
Thank you for
for
joining.
sure.
He's already.
How about you guys?
I feel great, dude. I mean, I've been an Onic fan since birth, you know? Right, Rashi?
His blood is yellow, I'm just saying. It might be a health issue, or he might have been an Onic supporter.
Okay, we need to recharge ourselves for a second with a break. So do not go anywhere. Stay tuned to MPL Indonesia Season 13.
Oh,
For the Indonesian fans here wondering, who is that? I don't know who this guy is. I'm going to call on over 2 friends here that you're more familiar with. Clara, Monica,
I'm a Balowski fan.
Because some people are starting to wonder who's that guy in the middle of
Balowski
the
fan.
stage.
Hello, Batmash. Welcome.
Teman-teman
Sudiksha,
semua,
welcome.
this is our international
Tantan
friend
Dul waiting
from
for Onic.
Philippines, Raptor, aka
Like to
Rankmark,
I
aka
like Darla, but
our
thank you for liking, but
our
I'm,
host.
you
I'm the
know,
host now.
Yes, with us.
I feel like next to you
please
guys
don't
I'm
like me more.
underdressed.
But you look very cool.
I look okay? Do I look
Gawin
okay?
kami
I look okay?
tempo.
I'm
Keren.
okay,
Because
alright. I got
before
the
they
audience
start
approval,
next
that's
match.
fine.
Oh,
It won't take long, I think.
Mencintai Raptor di sini.
I think it will not take long.
How do you see Indonesian MPL?
I always love seeing the Indonesian crowd, especially when I first came here in Jakarta. Like the energy, hearing all of the fans and their cheers. I can feel the drums downstairs when we're in the talent area. It's always just an amazing energy here in MPL Indonesia.
Wow, luar biasa memang energi di MPL Indonesia.
Customer welcome.
Renmar,
Just came,
Raptor, welcome
from
back to
Mlbb.
Indonesia.
Alright, no problem.
It's been several
Oh,
times
never
you
mind.
back here
Yeah,
in
only 5
Indonesia.
minutes.
You say it's amazing here. But
It's
how,
usually back
if you
in,
compare it with the
5 to 6
MPL
minutes.
PH community?
Oh, it's really a different energy, but comparing it with the MPL Philippines community, I just love how no matter the difference in how they show the support, here in
When are you
Indonesia, you
gonna
hear
play?
the
I'll
drums
play later.
constantly running. You always hear the songs and all of the chanting. In the Philippines, it's a little bit like for the wrestling fans, it's like closer to Japanese wrestling, you know, where the fans sometimes are kind of quiet, but then suddenly a burst of energy comes up. And at the end of the day, it's just love for the athletes and love for Mlbb esports.
Jadi seneng banget ngelihat antusiasnya, drumsnya, semua hal yang ada di sini tuh
Alright.
bener-bener, apalagi dengan supportnya kepada para playernya nggak henti-henti dia lakukan. Yes, jadi luar biasa sekali emangnya komunitas di sini juga.
This is the like guys.
But Reptar, we want to
11K
ask you,
watching.
what's happening here? Are you here supporting the Filipinos
What's
player
that?
that is
What's
playing
that?
in MPL ID?
Well, yeah, of course. I wanted to come back here. I already knew I wanted to come back to
PH
Indonesia
custom.
as early as January. So I didn't even know when the playoffs were starting yet. By April, I already
the
booked my
freak?
tickets. Came here to see friends. I've missed seeing some of the English casters here, the friends we made back in other tournaments the last time I was here. And of course, yes, to support the Filipino players and the teams. Earlier, Geek Fam and even Coach Theo, I got a chance to give them there's a Filipino snack. It's called polvoron. And I gave it to them. Polvoron? Polvoron. Yeah.
We tried it too.
I'm mixing up my own dessert, snack. But yeah, I gave it to them and it's just nice catching up with them.
Untuk mendukung mereka juga dan tadi juga ngasih kita snack, thank you by the way. But how do you see the player here playing in this season, the Filipinos player?
Oh, how the Filipino players are doing? I mean,
skin for me.
well,
Bro,
how many
that's true, I'm
teams
very
in
broke.
the playoffs have Filipino players? At least one, or the coach, or the analyst. Wait, all of them. So it's just good to see that my fellow Filipinos, my countrymen, they're shining here in MPL Indonesia, and I'm looking forward to seeing them eventually to whoever one of them will be going to Riyadh for MSC.
But how do you see their performance in Indonesia?
Oh, their performance overall, I love it. Filipinos in Indonesia play a little bit differently. The Indonesian players bring something out of Filipinos, a little bit more fighting, a little bit more grit, and I like it.
Okay, but you said earlier, MSC 2024 is in our eyes. It's really near and we want to show you something. Let's check it out together because MSC 2024. And we can see that Indonesia, we got 2 trophies, but
wait.
Philippines 3 trophies.
Yeah, I'm seeing something. That's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 for the Filipinos.
Oh, my.
Oh, but
I'm just counting.
oh, do you think that in this year you can still get one more?
I wouldn't be a Filipino if I
bro.
thought that there's no
right
chance
now
for
I
us
have double
to win
zero
MSC.
balance in my
I mean, I
account.
feel like maybe next season here in MPL Indonesia, that graphic might be 4 trophies next time. But I'm not shaking off the idea as well that maybe next season that's going to be 3 for Indonesia or maybe another region. We'll see.
Let's see, apakah mungkin nanti di season selanjutnya gambar ini akan berubah? Apakah piala
When I
MSC
do
bakalan nambah 1
time
di
to time,
Filipina
I
jadi
used
4
to
atau
do
sebaliknya
giveaway,
ya?
no?
Bakalan
You join that
bersama ya
time.
sama Indonesia dan juga Filipina. Jadi kita akan lihat nanti kata Reptar.
Tell her what's for
But
you in
talking
MSC
about the
also.
trophies,
Okay, when is
we
it?
haven't
Jam,
got
when is it?
the representative from Indonesia. From these 3 teams, who do you think deserve to be Indonesian representatives?
Okay, so you didn't ask me for my prediction. You just asked me who do I think deserves it. I'm gonna play the safe answer and say all of them deserve it, of course.
But the prediction is
Two teams? You're really putting me on the spot. See, this is tough. There are Filipinos in every team right now. You want to give me you want me to give a prediction? What am I gonna do? If I miss out on one team, one of the other teams that has a Filipino player analyst or coach is gonna be like Reptar. It's like I'm not even safe anymore. I'm not even the Philippines.
You know what? You will be a legend if your prediction was your voice lost. Ruby Fish, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining.
I feel like I don't know why. There's a part of me I just wanna. It'd be interesting to see Geek Fam in MSC. A lot of people are sleeping on them, but I feel like they're gonna be good. But I feel like instead of asking me, hang on, give me a second. Maybe your help might be good here. Where are the fans of Fnatic Onic? Will Fnatic Onic make it to MSC?
Yeah.
Where are the fans of EVOS? Will EVOS make it to
fans
MSC?
a little bit down today.
Have you decided?
I can't decide now because I feel like if whatever team I
don't
say,
talk
the
with
other
me.
side will be chasing me.
Elvis,
besides
Lalron,
Geek
welcome
Fam,
to the
one
stream.
more team.
How are you doing, Mama?
It's okay
I'm doing
because you
great.
gave them pulveron, so it's okay.
You're really gonna
Hi,
make me
hi, Elvis.
All right.
Rooting for
I
you.
flipped
Let's
an
go, Evos.
imaginary coin in my head.
No, Onic.
Something about Fnatic
Root for
Onic
Onic.
just looks good.
Okay.
Prediksi thank you for the 40 rupees super chat. Thank you so much.
Kalau kita melihat,
Sorry, Faye.
Only few players got the cuts to
let's see
beat
this.
Selena, Halkert, Natalia,
Reptar,
Navaria,
who will be the strongest on the MSC 2024?
It will be like that,
we got
Hero.
Roblox, the qualifier, and we have, a lot of teams here.
This super chat.
Who will be the strongest on the MSC?
Thank you so much,
Based
Babang
off the
Jamir. It
names
means a
that we
lot.
see here right now. Honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing SRG from Malaysia play. Not to
your
say that
waist,
they're going to be like
Khatam.
the strongest, but there's something
Okay.
about them, how they played in
Thank
Malaysia,
you.
that unbeaten run in terms of series. I'm excited to see them on the international stage.
1 minute
Sonora
left, guys,
Giants.
for the next match.
Jadi SRG ya
So
katanya.
far,
Kira-kira
Fnatic
kayaknya
Onic
SRG
won
yang bakalan
one.
menjadi
Let's see what will
jadi yang mungkin
be
ingin
the
dilihat
rest.
oleh Raptor nanti performance-nya seperti apa nih, Bude?
Okay, but Reptar,
Okay.
are you sure that Onic
Hello, Slimsy. Welcome to the
Fnatic
stream.
Onic
Thank you
will
for
be the
joining.
one that's going to the Riyadh?
I mean, you just asked me and you made me say.
And Geek Fam, so two of these teams.
All right, fine. If you need
Okay.
that clip. All right. For the Clippers out there, this is it. This is for the Clippers. Where's the camera? That camera? Is it that one? All right. For the Clippers, Reptar believes it'll be Fnatic Onic and Geek Fam going to Riyadh. All right, there's your
Yes.
content.
We got it. Thank you, Reptar. Thank you.
Oh,
But
Sorry,
see,
boss, I
even
love you
people
guys.
think it's gonna be
it's okay.
Geek and
Rencana,
Fnatic Onic.
but
Wow,
Reptar,
I
we want to
hope
ask you
so.
something. We want to
I
hear
hope this will
something
happen.
from
Hey,
you.
Rasik,
Okay.
Gary Kumar,
And
let's
everyone
go.
here
Hey,
wants
Gary
to hear
Kumar.
from you, but I
Rasik,
have
thank you for the
a device that
200.
can help me.
I want
translate
Kyrie.
what you're
I want
talking
Kyrie
about.
to win.
We have Samsung here, so it's super easy. You can just talk and click because here, you can click it here from
Alright.
English, and then you can speak, and then click it back, and then it will translate what you're talking about.
Okay, so it'll automatically translate.
Yes.
All right. What should I say?
Ooh,
You can
this
say
is so
whatever
fun.
Say
you want.
anything?
Yeah.
All
Looks
right.
so
All right,
good.
just to test it out.
Okay, click it.
All right. Hi, Indonesian fans. Thank you for your warm welcome here in Jakarta.
And click back.
Martin Indonesia, terima kasih atas sambutan hangat Anda di Jakarta.
Wait, is that accurate? Maybe it'll be better if I read it out. Baik, penggemar tinggi Indonesia. Is that correct? Terima kasih atas sambutan hangat Anda di Jakarta. Is that correct?
Wow, keren sekali. Jadi ini ternyata
Saya
hanya-
masih belajar bahasa Indonesia.
masih
Mohon
belajar
maaf.
bahasa Indonesia. It's okay, but with the help of Samsung Galaxy S24 series, ternyata bisa nih langsung dengan bantuan AI-nya ada interpreter. Jadi kita bisa langsung mentranslate nih bahasa asing ke bahasa Indonesia dan juga sebaliknya. Jadi nggak usah pusing lagi nih kalau ngomong sama teman-teman kita yang di luar sana kayak Reptar.
Betul
Ayan,
sekali.
terus langsung
Jadi
pergi
nggak
ya.
ada halangan untuk berkomunikasi dengan Samsung Galaxy.
Yay!
Seneng banget di sini, but we have
Start
to
already,
continue
man. The
our
time is over.
best of 5 series in this final
Okay.
upper bracket, Reptar.
Okay.
Can you help us to pass it to the caster?
Hello.
Do you want me to do
okay,
it?
welcome to
Yes.
the stream.
All right.
You're the host. Goodbye.
Sure, I'll do it.
Yeah.
It's game number 2 between Fnatic, Onic, and EVOS Glory. Remember, only one of these two teams will be locking in their slot to MSC today. The other goes to the lower bracket. So, as we say in MPL Philippines, casters, pasok.
Hey, Wupang Jamir, welcome to MM team. Let's go. Thank you for taking the membership.
Thank you so much for our good friend, Mr. Renmar Santa Cruz, gracing us with his presence here in MPL Indonesia. And hopefully he'll get to enjoy Jakarta and MPL playoffs to the fullest because we have a lot of good games in our hands and up more coming.
Way more coming. I mean, we have just game 1 there with Kyrie on the Julian. Who knows what other picks both EVOS Glory and Fnatic Onic have in store for us for this entire series. Rashi, what do you want to see, personally?
Oh, what do
Omawa wants to see Hanabi. I'm just going to throw that out there, you know? Omawa wants to see Hanabi.
I want to see an Angela jungle.
You're one of the PP Poppy Booms.
Yeah, and also
Shout
use
out.
favor.
Although what?
Favor.
So how's she going to jungle and roam?
That's why.
Kari
That's what I
Kumar,
wanna see.
Kari
Unexpected,
Kumar.
Unexpected.
He
That is a
will
bit too
win.
unexpected, I must say. I think I would go and steal a page out of Omawa's book.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's effective. I don't think it can really work all that well. Wouldn't it be great to see an Amon though? Yo!
Hey, Amon!
I just like the kit because I give it a try, and it's just a unique kit, right? And it's fun to see because Julian, we just saw him just pop off in the Land of Dawn. I think Amon maybe would find it difficult, but if either team pulls it off, the Clippers are gonna have a good time.
I love the hero. I hate the pronunciation of Arashi, you know, Amon.
Amon.
I mean, what else? How else would you pronounce it?
Ah, Mon.
There you go.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Only hope for
Amon
EVOS
is kind
is
of awkward, I would
friends.
say. It's like, I think Julian
He's
is
the
a
best
better
into
version
MM
of Amon.
Global Cloud. Yeah,
It's a better
he's
version.
indeed a Global Cloud.
Interesting.
I mean, Global
More
MM
flexible
player.
for sure.
Tyler, can you please
But it's different.
a
It's
little
not very-
low down
Yeah,
game sound
sassy.
because your
He
voice
plays
is not
a bit
clear
of a
when they
fighter.
talk.
You can
Okay.
kind of build it as a bit of a brawler as well, technically. That was why the Julian was kind of so popular.
How is it now? Is
right?
it
It's
audible?
flexible, and in the current meta,
Hey,
flexibility
Juice, welcome
seems
to the
be
stream. What
key.
EVOS? Say Onic.
But,
You
know,
guys
we have
on
to
me
see,
or
right?
EVOS
This is
on
just
me?
us hoping for something crazy
Say
to
Onic.
show up once more, because the
Say
Julian
Onic.
itself, that's plenty, right? Dare we ask for more?
We should ask for more.
Start already,
It's
man.
the
Fast.
qualifiers
Yep.
for MSC
Yes, say on it.
2024. It's the
Thank
invitation
you,
to
thank you,
see the
Rasik.
world.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to go
Is that your real
beyond
hair?
what is known to
Hey,
be
real hair,
expected.
welcome to the
I think
stream.
we're
Onic,
rooting
Onic,
for a
let's
goal
go,
here. I
Onic.
think I just love when I see
Whose
Assassin
match is right now? Wapang
Assassin's
Premier,
on
it's
jungle.
between
What?
Fnatic,
Guys,
Onic,
remember,
and
there's one
EVOS.
I think has
Onic
potential
already
every
won
season.
one match.
What is it?
Lolita.
Today Onic will win for
I mean,
sure.
it
Yes,
is
Onic
borderline
should win.
meta when
Onic
you're
must
picking
win.
against an Atan. But unfortunately, the one that uses Lolita quite often is already out.
He is weak.
Yeah. Well,
He used to be the key to victory.
Yeah.
but here's the
He's
deal,
gone.
though. You know, I've come to the realization that you
Very
can build,
Bell watches.
the healing
Yeah,
roam.
photo.
You can build a photo, right? And you can actually apply it with the shielding. And I think that's a very nifty mechanic.
Can you use it on Chip? Because Chip gives you
The shield.
extra shield, right?
My
Exactly.
boy
That's
Bats is
something I
also
wanna
there.
test out myself. We haven't seen any chips go for photo yet, right?
But I do think that
This
concealed
guys,
play
if
with
you
the
guys
Chip
don't know,
works
this Popang
better,
Jammer is
in
Bats fan,
practice.
okay?
That's true.
He is the Bats. He is a local Gary Onic Bats.
You know, you never know, right? Never say never, bro. It's season 13.
I think if there's
Onic
a team
fan,
that
let's
would pull
hope
that
Gary
off, it's
doesn't
Alter
pick
Ego.
Akai
I mean, they
Bagvia
love to
Fetrin.
revitalize.
Mm-hmm.
Revitalize, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
both
Bay,
Rossi
man,
and
Kyrie.
Rex play
Kyrie or
the
what?
chip with the revitalize. Let's take a look
Hey,
at the stat,
Kyrie,
though.
this is Kyrie.
Where's the stat?
3P champions versus people's
Okay.
champions. 1-0.
Oh yeah, that's a stat, all right. Very informative.
It's important if you're tuning in right now. You might want to roll back and catch some of the action, maybe in the highlights, because the Julian came out of nowhere and just wrecked in the Land of Dawn, even though wrecked isn't here. So we have to wait and see in game number 2. There's been a long pause here, technically, right? It's been a long.
No, I'm the real one. That one, that Onic one is I train him. TK. Very not handsome than me. Kuch me, madam, kuch me. What the heck? What the heck? Gary with Vic.
I think don't change too much.
Are you really? Don't say that. Yeah, that girl indeed use wig. Okay, but Kyrie, why? How can you say Kyrie is using
way
wig?
too expensive. But they picked up the blue side away from Onic, and Onic are comfortable on the red side.
These
so
people, कुछ भी मतलब कुछ भी. I doubt.
I'd love if Coach Strategy would move on from the link ban, because they do have a, never mind.
Nope.
They do have a player that can use
Very
or
mid.
utilize the link as well.
I think Rustic is streaming.
It's still same game plan, Luo Yi, Chip, and a Ling, so no global presence whatsoever. Moskov is already banned as well. First pick though, Valentina for EVOS.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Speaking of flex in the first
See,
phase, man, that Kadita,
you know, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, okay? So we Indians are, you know, handsome in our own way, okay? So the way we, you know, how do I say? The way we presume our type of handsomeness, it depends on our eyes, okay? It depends on our eyes.
Can be flexed, but we saw that there was no issue at all.
Hello, Rebrondo, welcome to the stream.
Two picks for Evos. The Akai showing up right here.
So Gary is half of my height. Oh,
Easy to punish.
so Rasik, you're tall, huh?
Probably love it if
I guess.
can combo it in
So
the next
you're
phase with
welcome.
Matilda,
Beard
just
plus
because of the
many
photo, you can
plus
kinda
muscles.
negate some of the damage, some of the burst
We
damage that's
Indians, you know,
coming in from
we look
Sans
more
possibly,
manly.
because that's extra life for you every time he pulls off the rough waves.
And technically for Evo's glory, they have secured a flex pick, right? You wouldn't expect the Akai to be as flexible as Evos make it to be, because
That's
only
the most
Evos
handsome MLBB player.
have been able to flex this pick, not just to the roam in the jungle, but to the XP. A rival XP Fluffy. That is, it might not come through, but it is a pick that they can go for.
It's one of the pick of all time.
Kyrie pick Pavia.
And they banned
Hatam?
Alpha straight up.
It's working miracle,
Pavia
but
hyper.
the Alpha
Is
too
it?
early on, but hey, this is what happens when you don't. Taken away immediately. Now for Evos, is it gonna be Assassins? No. They really firm with the Bakshobi in the jungle, and that's probably the case.
Yeah, still with the XP ban over and over again. Might be an export again for the coach, Coach Yep, considering they picked a Baksha here that doesn't really
And
do
for
well as an
Evos, is it
export.
Akai Hyper or
That's
Dang?
how Coach Yep wants to utilize that.
Oh, it's
Just
Dang.
handing it
Akai
out.
Dang.
Never mind.
They banned it out. Thamus though will follow through as well.
Like
They know.
that.
They know the Thomas.
Just what you said, Miracle.
CC ban.
Just the little adjustment.
Oh.
Nothing. This is
No.
a perfect
Yes,
way
CC is being banned.
to end up the banning phase in the second phase for EVOS.
And the banning phase here
Yeah,
for
because
Evos,
assassin
banning with
doesn't work
Thamus,
against
that
Akai.
kind of solves the issue of having that
Oh, you're
this
streaming?
really
Yes,
beefy,
always welcome.
really durable,
Have a box,
rubbery
okay.
frontliner. But now there's a box shot that can take its place. Now it doesn't really work the same way, kind of, but at the same time, it's not like Onic can very easily make an adjustment to really try and support this box
Full
shot
screen
and
mod.
make sure that he doesn't really fall victim.
Or comment section.
Without the alpha. as a
Alright,
possibility
Juice, thank
anymore.
you.
There are limited
Oh.
choices
You
here
mean
for
you're
Evos
gonna
to
zoom
really try
the
and
screen?
deal some kind of true
Okay.
damage for the box shot, right? With the X-Broke ran away, with the marksman already picked for Evos, with the alpha no longer in the picture as well. This is what Onic are trying to use.
My younger brother is more handsome than Kyrie. Rasik, khatam.
They're really hiding this last pick because it's still Flex, Kadita, and Ruby.
You know, I'll say Asian, like I mean Filipinos, Indonesian, like types are like cute, kind of, you know, they consider like cute.
Little to no
You know,
attention
they
to
have
the
kind of like
development.
cute facial,
Again,
okay?
two,
So
maybe
it's
three
handsome
BP
for them in their
frontliners
own
here.
way. That cute
They have
thing,
to find a
they.
new strategy here for Coach
I'll
Coach.
be
Who's gonna be the
here.
shredder?
Yes, I know.
Always
I
utilize the front.
I thought you were gonna leave, no?
What's the
So
option
I
here?
just realized you were
Little
just
bit
gonna
down
zoom
for
the
XP
screen.
Youth Song is another option to go for.
We Indians are like more manly, muscular,
They just want to
beard,
get more
you
damage
know,
and CC, or do they want to get something
hairy.
with regeneration, something with sustain, right? Sustain CC with the name
You
of the
mean
game for the
beautiful
longest
Hina?
time.
Yes, I'm Ras brother. Oh, Khatam, Khatam. Rasik, your brother is here. See,
Is Ziroth playable here?
Dara, you mean they are beautiful. Arichicho, we cannot be racist, you know? We cannot be racist. We have to know that we should not be racist. Let's be positive. For them, handsome is, you know, kind of cute facial thing.
For the rookie of Onic.
No, not
Let's
my
see though if
brother.
that's gonna stay the same or maybe get
Your
better
stream is late,
in
Dara.
this game after he picked it up.
Because I'm doing watch party, no?
If you told- Here we are. Here we are.
Oh,
in game number
I
2
guess
with
it was
the
little bit
Onic
delayed. Sorry, guys.
And Evo's Glory. Heading
Why
straight into
480
the
today?
level
20
Takers there,
MS Wi-Fi user.
Second round.
No, it's 400
Decider
though.
match.
I mean 400 though.
Indonesian representative
It's not
in MSC
720.
2024. Who will book their ticket sooner than anyone else in the league? Is it the Tigers? Is it?
I don't know why it's
Rules of
480.
It's Fnatic
I did
versus
720
Evo's
though.
Glory. Game number 2 in the land of Dawn we go.
Sorry, okay. Shish. I'm very sorry, guys. I did. I thought I did to 720. I don't know how it's 480.
Straight in game number 2, look at the emphasis.
With Arjun Shoy TV, you can see my younger brother. Alright. It's
Competing
started
for the
for
clear,
it,
but that's the
yeah, I
box
guess
clear
I
that
did
was so
not,
notorious.
in a sense.
Now in the mid lane, you can see after the clear,
I
everyone
didn't-
was making moves, but
Sha-
Sans in particular, he loves this level 2
Sorry,
gank
guys, I'm
on
very
the far
sorry.
side on the Kadira. The
You
assist
guys must
Lippy
be having
getting a
hard
PXP
time, you
advantage
know.
instead.
I was like, why is my screen not clear?
Little win in the
Shit.
small camp as they also take the top lane. So already 2
Can I
very
change
good
it now?
take here from Onic.
Looking at the battle spells
I
and
can't
the
now.
animals like Games Max grants with all the respect, tenacity with the Purifier as well. He doesn't feel safe even just with that Purifier.
I want to know who
Against
that
Santos. Look
guy
at
was
this.
last night.
we're on
Mag-order
to Sans, still
dia
able to
mano,
survive with
chat
the
please.
well, big dreams
Ay,
and
di ko ba?
Sans! Gila Sans!
Oh,
That looks like
Sans with the first
a
plot.
blunder for Sans. But you forgot something.
Katita bro,
This
yes,
is Sans we're talking
Katita.
about.
That was finesse. He made it look so simple. Sidestep, petrify, walk off, pick off.
The knockup too.
Cool,
Perfectly
guys.
placed. Perfectly timed to make Dreams tank all the damage
Ha,
from
I'm
the
the
turret
ultimate
aggro.
troll.
Cool guys don't look at explosions,
We
man.
start the
Sans
next
walking
match.
away right there. And you're seeing the pressure coming through. Turtle is up in 8 seconds. And in the jungle at least.
If I restart, then I will
Kyrie's
lose
having a field
viewers
day. He
na.
was doing a lot more damage than Annabelle on the Akai. We haven't seen Annabelle pop off on these tanky utility junglers. Sans though, once again, just walking up, knowing he has a passive.
It's clear enough. It's okay. I know some people watch with 144 P also. Acha, acha.
Okay, level 3.
Da
Still
restart
for
na
Dreams
ko
and P-Boy, so with the utility from those two will be very, very little.
Fluffy has the penalty zone. Annabelle have the heavy spin. They decide to go for a one fight first.
Oh my god!
Damage not going to be there just yet, and naturally it's going to be Evo's who turn it around. Kyrie still
He did
able to
his
secure
best
the turtle.
again.
Evo's Glory with an amazing
Ayun!
re-engage to what looked like Fnatic
Katita
Onic.
and Ruby also
Free
died.
pick.
Out of nowhere, man, that heavy spin turned things around.
Hey,
Fortunately for
Elvis.
Evos, man, with Dreams.
Thank you for the
Low, he was able
200.
to actually have an
Ruby
impact in
super
that fight.
chat.
Still
Thank
looks kind of
you.
equal, but Onic, despite the fact that there is in Nakai, they're still able to secure the neutral
Yes,
objective. That has to be a
Oh,
bit
that's
of a
your brother,
momentum boost.
Rasik. I see
SCW.
now.
Sure, again, it's going for that
Uh-huh.
aggressive build with the Windtalker early on.
Clock on choosing to go for the rough waves instead of the ammo finded. What do you think, Arashi? At this point, which ultimate brings more utility and uses in a team fight?
Well, in a team fight, the rough waves can allow him to be a lot more aggressive. It can be comboed somewhat as well.
Classic, he looks
But
like
with
an
that, I'm
actor.
offended. There's more utility, but it seems like for Evos, they feel like they have enough, right? With the penalty zone, with the heavy
There
spin.
comes Akai advantage.
And so I'm offended, not landed.
I'm eating rice with
That's
chili
France
oil
coming in
in here.
aggressive.
Clock
Okay.
too. He's broken him down.
I hope he was swing and face kick
They're already
again.
trying to give their gold
I
lane,
hope so.
mid and gold lane, both minion waves.
Now in the late game too, even in the mid game.
I don't
Ludpi has
care
the
whoever
advantage
they
of that
face. I
far
just want
lane.
Onik to be there.
It's even Fluffy knowing that Ludpi is gonna cut the lane, possibly try to get some advantage on that movement. speed.
CFF is still your brother that I say hi. Hatam.
Unity into the breath of the ocean, forcing that heavy spin out.
Thank
He's still waiting in the
you.
midst. A two-man Earth Shatter, connecting from Dreams, and CW will go back to Lycan form to run back top. He needs that wave.
Power wave.
Not the power wave.
That's a wrong wave, man.
Exactly.
The brain
Ludpi's on the
waves.
other side. The brainwaves, though, from both these
I
teams.
can
That's a great move from Onic to burn the heavy
I
spin.
from
But with the
what
turtle spawning right here, there's a chance
because
Annabelle
I'm
can
in
have
how
that
to watch
spell
the
ready
Onic.
for the
Uh-huh.
next turtle fight as well.
Yeah,
Kyrie just
we
rolls
able-
into action.
Moon
Nice with dreams, though.
Fortnite.
You guys respect that? No one to rotate
Moon,
quick.
welcome,
Annabelle clearing the mid lane.
welcome.
Keyboy, I'm
Thank you
offended.
for
Breath of the ocean straight up into the rough waves. Taking Annabelle
I
to half
messed
HP.
up.
But look at the Primal Wrath used up as well. Keyboy forced to flicker out. And Sansa zoning. Kyrie gets a free turtle. Two neutral objectives inside of Fnatic Onic.
Great usage of the crowd control to just force out these spells very, very early on. And you can see that Evos has damage, but unless there's a big signal to really go in for a fight, a big engage, they seem a bit hesitant because they don't know how Fnatic Onic will respond. The amount of crazy outplays that we don't even see, we come to expect from Onic is kind of deterring them from going too ham in the middle of these fights. Looking at the in-game equipment by Dunya Games, never mind, big fight.
Shield Unity once again. This time Dreams, no Primal Wrath. It's a full initiation on the Roamer. And they're happy with just one pick. Oh, Kyrie gonna go for that. Oh, Keyboy almost steals it away with the Donran Wolf King, but Brands secures it for the team. No purple buff for Annabelle. Sans holding. Battle Mirror Image straight into the Petrify that is used up, but Sans is able to use that oddity very, very well to escape. Fluffy now gonna be caught in the Shield Unity as CW jumps in, but a defensive penalty zone will connect on the three. Blazing wet from Brands, but Kyrie finishes Fluffy off. Meanwhile, Brands is forced back, but Lycan Bounce follows him through, and now goes back to the guns. Brands with the Battle Mirror Image, and Sans again finds the breath of the ocean to take Brands down.
Onic is looking to replicate the first game, finally. With that Onic Express, just running through everyone, every clash is won. Every opportunity, they take it. And Sans just doing Sans things in the top lane.
You're seeing this trend right here. Players going with the Baxia, not colliding, just rolling around because it's about information. It's about pressure. With Evos just getting strangled here in the map control. You can see that the Paquito in the hands of Ludpi has also allowed him to be so dominant in this lane, already getting a turret over Fluffy, the laner that's usually so dominant. And this is the formula. 2 turrets taken on the top and bottom side, and then making a play for the mid lane. The feints here. The apparent engage that isn't pulled on until it is.
I'm offended into the breath of the ocean. Annabelle poked down. Fnatic Onic still waiting for an angle to attack, trying to bait out those big abilities from Evos.
Just very patient. Even Keyboy, there's some opportunities for him to get Lockun, but he knows that he still has dash. And even Annabelle still has the heavy spin. Onic is hesitating
This is the brother
at this
to.
point.
Ew,
He wants to get the safe way.
Say hello, see Ronaldo.
Even the top side is
Welcome.
still even very much. It's gonna be a 50-50 on
Please.
whose side of the map it pushes
You know that I
towards.
just
Ludpi did
for
not set it up
tonight
before
reminds
rotating
me of
there,
my ex
curiously
like what?
enough. And Onic, they're just waiting
Dr.
for a chance,
Junaid
waiting for
custom
another
kill
play.
atau na
Kyrie
outfit
jumping
lah
in.
kau? Tapi live stream katong harem de. If you still live, then I will join. If you guys are still going. Hello Andrew, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining.
But CW, Calvin Winata, now with the claws trying to tear Fluffy apart. That's a double kill traded for that turtle for Evos.
The move, the counter for the Tigers. At this point, 3-0-3 for Mr. Calvin Winata. And they're still looking for
Hello
more
Chaos,
gold.
welcome. What Evos today? Support Onic.
Possibly
How
still.
did the Nangalan girl die?
Oh,
What?
God.
caught on the
That's
armor,
the
now
best.
plays
It
the
was,
well,
it was,
but
it was.
he's able to
No,
escape. Like it
Onic.
to dodge away.
Onic will win for sure.
Shut down by Dreams.
Alvin, thank you for another 400
Gets the
rupees
knockout
super
strike
chat. Thank you,
to take Claw
Alvin.
down.
Means a lot to me.
In the
Thank
midst
you
of all
so
the
much.
chaos, Annabelle loses his orange buff, loses the purple buff as well, despite having a bit of a trade-in for Evos. In the
Yes,
end,
it's really
Onic
good.
is still making sure that Kyrie is ahead 2 levels right now. With
Let's
the
go,
heavy spin,
Luffy.
it still means that Evos can go for this contest.
Oh,
but if they're
Nick.
not careful,
Oh,
Annabelle
Nick.
won't have enough tankiness,
Oh, Nick.
enough durability in order to
Alvin
stop
Sophie in the
being
chat.
forced to
Alvin
use the
Sophie,
heavy
thank you
spin
so
as
much.
a survival tool instead
Yes,
of a
yes.
utility
Thank
tool.
you.
Has been the whole story in every clashes. Evo's response from Onyx is engaged.
Nagaland girl died. What happened to her? I don't know anything. Gary, let's go, let's go. Gary with 1 kill, 0 dead, and 6 assists.
With a petrify, oh, like can pounce.
Ooh.
Oh, taking Annabelle down. Meanwhile, Fluffy caught him
Almost died, yeah, Annabelle.
Let us engage with that or shatter.
Oh, look at who's lurking in the shadows. It's Lutby.
Onic, yes. Real Onic kan kill too, yeah, Hina. You know.
That's a great play by Onic, by the
Guys,
way.
what I will do
Knowing that
is,
Evos wants to try
I will
and
finish the watch
salvage
party,
some
okay? And then I
gold,
will
get
restart the
They
stream
know that they have the
for
target taken out, so they
custom.
went for the cutoff there and try to use their mobility and chase to take out the Akai instead of trying to go for just crowd control and lockdown. With that sequence of events, Lutpi has the space to go and push out the bottom wave, and he's rotating now. It's going to be a neutral objective, but now it's a Lord. A bit more significant, and Annabelle once again becomes the victim.
And it's a full all-in onto Annabelle, who doesn't have the heavy spin, but the penalties will be used to the back. Kyrie's still tanking every single hit. Lutpi's looking for an angle to jump in. The heavy spin now baited away. As Fnatic Onic have depleted all 5 of Evo's glories. Well, just 4. Brand still has his, but all those big ones to initiate have been taken out.
I like that. Very aggressive. Every time Annabelle is in the
No
vicinity,
Gary,
they
other
know that
than
they
him.
need this guy
I
to
saw
secure
him.
objectives, and right now,
He's a
Fnatic Onic
gay,
has the
cute,
green light
but
to take
not
this
my
one
type Khatam.
without any contest whatsoever. Everyone sitting at a comfortable gold lead 3K currently, as Sans also a huge item to burst down some of the members of EVOS.
Very hyper, ooh.
It's almost like Evos are confused because now, instead of steamrolling, they keep going for these
Very
short
hyper
bursts of
with
aggression.
tank emblem?
And Onic is taking everything
Really?
and dishing back even more than they can handle. The fact that there's a Ruby
Can be
and
like that, guys.
Baxia, just so solid. And if they just are too careless in trying to secure the kill, Sans is always waiting in the wings. And the macro play to push out that bottom wave allows them to get a free wave, a free Lord as well.
Yes,
And the
very
engagement with the
toppy.
mid turret falling down. We have to see Onic with their craftiness. Can they get at least a base turrets here too?
Hina, how
Is a
about
recoil spell a
General?
macro play?
I think
It's a
General
mental
is
play.
too old for
That's what it is.
Hina.
See that mantle play plays a good part in this fight. Oh,
Sister Pengam, how did she die? I don't know about anything. Who are you talking about, Angry?
Lutpi in the mid wave. Retribution used up. In the
Guys.
bottom lane. Oh, Lutpi.
Guys, Onic is going to win.
Find it.
Almost coming to an
It
end.
seems Evo's glory will be able to defend this time. CW just goes for the hits and goes back with the Lycan form.
Aggressive as ever. CW in Season 13. Even going for the BOD now though. He is gonna be the main executor. After the initial engage and everyone getting low from Sans, from Kyrie, from Lutpi, he will be the one looking for an opportunity, but he won't be able to melt the front lines though. That is something that they have to keep in mind.
Annabelle pulled back by Keyboy with I'm offended.
Hey,
Now Annabelle
Yulia,
with heavy spin,
welcome.
dragging
Let's
Kyrie
go,
back
Team
to the base. Turrets of Evo's glory. CW almost
Yulia,
in the
I
penalty
will,
zone from
I
Fluffy.
will tell you,
Almost
okay,
stops in and
today
tries
support Onic.
The Don't Run Wolf King and Fnatic
We are
Onic
already lost
somehow,
today also.
even with Kyrie dragged all the way
Okay?
back, are able to disengage.
Support Onic, it's best for you.
Fluffy as well.
Onic already won one and they're about to win again.
Winning sequence there, securing the mid lane ECW, but we can already see some of the problems that Fnatic Onyx composition have. Mainly that lack of range, lack of long range DPS. Sans has to dive, CW has to dive. Maybe Dreams or Annabelle should be trying to use that one and keep that in mind to be able to win the fights that they're gonna
Don't
take.
forget your promise.
Look at the items. There's
Uh-oh.
actually, ooh, hang on.
Keyboy with the conceal now, looking for the I'm offended, but look at Clockwood, look at the rest of the team in the back line as well. Knockout strike to knock Annabelle up. Suns! The one waves connecting onto three, but look at Kyrie doing some damage. CW, like and bounce caught in the penalty zone. That's blazing to win. Oh! Absolute crazy shot. And Fnatic run them down inside of the base. A complete wipe
Custom is a wipeout. Onic wins again. 2-0.
They're chasing, and they are winning the second game. Fnatic Onic with another
Yes.
convincing win against the Tigers. One more.
Yes.
One more game. One more
Onic
steps
forever.
to take for the Porcupines to get their feet in Rion.
What a set, Sans! Able to find a breath of the ocean in that team fight to knock three members up. It looked really good for Evo's Glory for a second, but then Sans happened.
Yes, Onic. OP.
Sans, the inevitable boogeyman of the mid lane. They haven't found a solution. This Kadira has been a menace for years. And right now, Evos have a grim reminder that they live in fear of Gila Sans.
Hey Elvis, if you're in the chat, thank you for registering for the tournament. Thank you so much.
Years of MPL Indonesia. There has been some doubts in the regular season. They're beaten down by
Yes,
the likes of Evos,
Onic
the likes of
won. Let's
John.
go.
But in the playoffs, there is absolutely no doubt that they can still be the kings of the game.
Oh,
For the
Evo's
Evo's
fans.
It seems
Evo's
as though
fans
all
said,
hope
hey,
is
good
lost.
girls, yeah?
But it's not just yet. 2-0 doesn't mean the end of the world. Teams have been able to come back from this. But then they look up to the skies and they see their opponents again, and it's
Bishi comeback
Fnatic,
ho.
Onic.
Yeah.
It's no
Remember if you know
ordinary team.
Onic wins, you're gonna show up with full
On
glam.
an everyday team for sure. And you can feel
God.
it in the arena.
God,
The
this
shift
outfit.
even in the audience
On
here.
next Starless
As the
stream.
Onyx supporters
Hey.
gain momentum. And
Hey.
the Evos cheering is still
Hello,
out, but it gets ever so slightly
LRL
lower
Sana
as their
Sanate.
team takes a second defeat.
LRL Sanate, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining.
Chance,
Looks like
but there's
Darla
still
did
a
one.
chance for Evos.
No.
They're not gonna go down just yet. They're not just gonna back out from the challenge from
They
Onic.
cry. This game
Reality
is an
is,
emotion
you
for
wanna be the
them.
champion of MPL
Exactly.
Indonesia.
Exactly.
This is one of the
Yes,
walls
Jurassic,
that
you're
you have
right.
to jump. The yellow wall of Onic.
The yellow sky of Onic, it seems.
I guess
It
Tommy
almost
wants
seems
to see
it's
you
a
like
sky
that,
because
you,
you
yeah.
cannot jump over it. Doesn't matter which team is
Thank
at the
you,
top.
Elvis.
You can be #1 in the regular season. You could be
That one guy reached, yes.
unbeatable
Is
in the
it?
playoffs.
Is
Once
it?
you meet
Oh
Fnatic
my
Onic, that's a
gosh.
wall that
Is
no one's
it?
been able to pass in 4 seasons.
She's
And
so
this is
pretty,
a chance
yeah.
for them to go back to back to back to back. That's 4. Quadruple.
That's insane, man. You know, you even have to kind of consider, is this like a mental component? Because for a lot of teams, we've heard again and again, insider info, that they can beat quote-unquote better teams sometimes, some of these teams in MPL ID, but once Onic
Yes.
is in the picture, once Onic is in the
Engage
conversation,
BDR,
man, it's Onic.
and you
What
know,
do we do?
Evo's facing,
Right?
and then
They've been
obviously
just so
BDR will
dominant,
be, you
so
know,
terrifying.
in hype
They have
mood
casted a shadow from the
for a
skies.
comeback, you know.
And this man has done no different. The player of the game, presented by our official tournament smartphone, Samsung Galaxy S24
Don't
series.
disappoint your fan
Gila Sans, as you hear
followers.
the cheering from the crowd. Remember the name.
I think people do remember the name. It'll be very hard for
Oh,
anyone to ask people in the
Sans with the
MLBB scene.
MVP, player of the
If
game.
you don't know Sans, you're kind of crazy, no?
Yeah. And I used to be a really good Karita player. I gotta be honest with
Really?
you. No, I'm being serious.
Okay.
With this kind of competition, you have Edith in the front line. You have Akai, not really the best target for Katita. You have Claude with the BMI, with the art
This
of
guy is
Valentina.
Chapriho.
Very, very
One side
mobile.
red here.
Valentina even. This is not
Mano naman Valkyria Rocky Chapi.
to play against if you're a Katita.
I
But
agree.
somehow he made it work. This is the specialness of Sans.
All the way from the start, this should not have happened. It looked like it was bad for Sans, and then he finds a way. And then here as well. Okay, this is where Evos were actually able to turn it around, Arashi.
And you can see that Onic definitely recognized that fact. Here's a play of the game highlights by our official gold partner UBS Gold. That was the one moment though. Afterwards, it's all Onic with the aggression and the kite back, right? The fact that they have everything, the main front line, they have the utility.
One last match. If Onic wins, it's the end.
And they just keep going for these long fights. Despite having a Kadita, usually we think that teams will want to go for a quick fight, but with Onic, even with a Kadita, they're going for these long drawn-out fights and they have no issues at all. Even against an Eden, even against a Valentina that usually thrives with the longer durations. They're still able to get some neutral objectives, but at what cost, man? Onic made sure they paid dearly for every single step they were able to take in this game.
Game changer for Onic, yes, indeed, Sans is.
This late game calls.
Just look at Sans
He
here.
was will win next, mark my words, second, Darla.
Look at this.
Goes in.
I don't trust you now.
The disengage is not
You
that
can't say that.
but look at this
Onic team is so good.
Oh,
man. God.
3-man! Evos don't know what hit them.
The nail in the coffin. The clutch play of Sans decides the game in game number 2. And now, once again, job's not done. It's not over.
Sans is
until
so
we
good,
get
yes.
this
Sans
extra
and
W in
Jonathan
game
best
number
friend.
3. If you want to go to the MSC, if you want to
I didn't say he's not
compete
pro,
at the
I just
highest
said
of
he's
stages.
statistic, okay? Hello,
This is
Smoke,
the time.
welcome.
Well,
Bye,
for
Evos.
Fnatic Onic,
Bye.
though, they still can't really talk just yet because the match isn't over.
Yes,
and they
Fox
haven't
is not playing
gone
today.
through 10 minutes. They haven't went faster than 10
Ludwig,
minutes.
Kyrie,
So I'm just
Sans,
saying,
Keyboy, and
it was Glory can
CW.
very easily come back here and still a chance. But that was an absolute statement to show that we have layers here. We have levels when it comes to the strategy.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they have solutions for almost everything that EVO's Glory can throw at them. Whether it's the damage,
I don't know where is
whether it's the pickup
SSSP.
potential,
It's missing
whether
today.
it's the neutral objective advantage that EVO's Glory in theory should have. Without Akai, Fnatic Onic just says no. We have adjustments. We can
The
have
last time,
strategy
girl, is
to
it?
try and get over that. Instead of going for
The
a contest,
one
we keep
who was
going for these
wearing
fights. We keep making sure that the Panda gets bullied.
Weird
Because he
outfit.
also recognized that he was the main front line.
What's
It
the
really should
meaning
be
of
fluffy,
Chapri?
But at the same time, with Ludwig being so much
It's
more
like,
active
you know,
right here,
Akito.
EVO's Glory are just forced into very
Who
difficult
is-
situations again and again.
Too much.
And if you look at the items, very early on, Kyrie on the Baxia, not as flashy, but having all the resources available with the superior clear, gets the radiant armor, gets the blade armor as well with the brute force breastplate, which means in these long drawn-out fights, he's
Let's
getting
go,
so
Onic.
much value.
One more,
due to
one
the
more.
stacking nature of the
Give us
radiant
one
armor.
more.
And even Brands. Early on, we saw Evos try
Please,
and go
Yuya.
aggressive.
Hey,
once he
Yuya,
reached the
jalo.
power spike. But by the time he went and got that, almost everyone in the front line, Keyboy and Kyrie, has the blade armor. So he's finding himself in a very, very tough situation.
Shout out to CW as well. 2,500 gold lead against Bronze.
Yeah.
Capped 2 games, 2 death.
Ooh.
A really
I'm
solid
Chapri. Che.
performance from the gold laner Onic. And rightfully so, gold per minute, 873 is Calvin Renata. Damage
Wow,
dealt,
Onic
Calvin
won the
Renata
second
again.
match. Yes,
This is
try
the
official.
perfect
Onic won
goal line.
again.
The ideal gold laner, the ideal TPS that you want to have. Topping the gold and also topping the damage dealing part.
Fnatic Onyx execution have been phenomenal. I mean, here as well, right? They used the Paquito. I mean, hey, I play a few Paquito games myself, right? And this is also a comp that you would probably not want to go Paquito against, but
bad.
Lutpi makes it work. This composition, even to be fair, the Roger, right? You want to dive in, usually, you dive in against this comp, you're dead. But Fnatic Onic, they somehow are able to find the layering, the CC as well.
Yeah.
It fits perfect for this team, you know, for Fnatic
Hey,
Onic, how they
Dominico, thank you
execute it.
for another 200 yeah.
One of the guys that's
Thank you, Dobby.
a bit overshadowed by the brilliance of the other teammates, which is Keyboy.
Oh yeah.
Because he is the one that enabled everyone else. He's the one that, hey, this is the chance, this is the opportunity that I'm giving you. Not really much, you know, but you gotta make it work with your micros.
And it's so crazy to see Fnatic Onic now. They can do that.
Is that your real
Keyboy, he's
hair?
a flashy
Dala's favorite
roamer. We
video.
know him to
Yes,
make these
my
crazy moments happen, but
favorite video.
In this game, he's like, nah, you know,
Really?
it's okay. Sometimes I'll give it over, and everybody can carry. Usually, Keyboy can make flashy plays, but in the game that he doesn't need to, he doesn't. He doesn't force things.
It's just, again, great synergy, right? It's not about just the draft. It's also whether or not the team understands what's the vision of the coach. And Onic is a great example of this. I mean, if you put this composition in the hands of any random team, right? They won't really execute as well as they did right now. But Onic, they just understand, like, okay, we can't immediately dive in. We have to start off by going for the Akai, by going for the I'm Offended, and we can let Sans just send out Breath of the Oceans again and again. And once everyone thinks like, okay, wow, most of the card control is gone, then you see the plays coming in, Sans diving in the backline. And it's moments like that where they are timing everything. They're kind of messing with the minds of Evos. That is what's allowing them to find so much success, even though, again, like you guys mentioned, on paper, this composition doesn't really work out. Right? It's also the macro from Lutpi to not just go in immediately and just keep going for big plays, just to go for assassinations. He's playing that macro game initially, and his role actually is more of a utility. Even though we're expecting something more aggressive coming in from Lutpi, he just pushes around, he separates the team, and he comes in with the knockout strikes to just add that layer of confusion in the middle of those big team fights.
Yeah, it's like Yeb is preparing the ingredients for his teams, right? This is ham, this is bacon, but this is M&M, and also banana.
Yeah.
Now you make a single dish out of it, and somehow Onic managed to make a dish that's edible and still works in a gourmet situation.
And he doesn't even have the recipe, right? He never brings any notes. He never
But
brings
how do you
anything.
know
He
Mobile
just
Legends?
brings. He doesn't
I
bring
used to
anything.
watch
The
his
phones are
video.
on stage. So I was about to say he just brings
But
his
I
phone.
don't know.
Yeah, the
him.
phones are on stage, so he literally
Like, I've
just goes
never
up
seen
on
his
stage with the team,
face or picture
starts
also.
drafting, takes the phone over during the draft, and starts talking to his players. What do you want? What do you want?
Yes guys, for more like
Hold it up.
50, chalo like
Secret,
ka
right? Because a
to.
lot of coaches out there, they prefer to do it by the book and just a bit more, whatchamacallit?
Rigid.
Yeah, rigid, I guess. So
Hello.
with Yep not bringing anything to the
Hey
table,
Chloe, welcome
he's
to the
just
stream.
much more developed
Thank
than
you
other
for
coaches
joining.
out there in terms of like thinking how to counter this draft and what the team wants to do in this kind of situation.
I mean, that's why we were suspecting, right? There was that one day where Yeb
Onic
shows
will
up
draw the
with an
third
antenna, and we're
match
like,
now.
man, is he
see.
getting some kind of
Like
information
Kado
here? How
guys,
is this
like Kado,
possible?
50
But
Kado.
today, I believe he went with a normal hairstyle.
He doesn't even need the antenna anymore. He
Yakuza
adapted
hairstyle.
again.
He's downloaded
Already an
everything.
hour
It's done. It's
that
over.
you've been
Kyrie didn't
streaming.
need to call
I was
Mahoraga
having
because
fun in
Mahoraga is
Walmart.
drafting.
Take care.
Interesting. But we are going to see Woody, Clara, and Monica talk about the game in a second. Let's see what they have to say. Wow.
Yeboraga.
Seru. Ada yang mau skin gratis? Ada yang mau? Mau. Semuanya udah teriak mau dan semuanya udah senyum-senyum. Karena kita tahu sendiri di Kidia Play kita punya Johnson Race by Samsung. Wow. Bakalan ada skin gratis tapi tentunya ini tidak akan mudah karena ada syaratnya. Apa itu Bude? Syaratnya harus menang dari perwakilan audiens kita melawan perwakilan dari MPL. Ini berarti kita butuh bantuan dari super fan semua di sini buat dukung. Ini salah satu audiens ya yang akan mewakili agar bisa mendapatkan skin gratis. Boleh ya didukung teman audiensnya super fans? Pasti dong, karena mereka semua bisa kebagian skin yang akan kita langsung bagikan untuk seluruh pengunjung MPL pula. Dan semuanya pasti penasaran seperti apa Johnson kali ini akan ada 3 round. Namun lebih dalam lagi kita akan jelaskan nanti setelah kita memperkenalkan perwakilan dari MPL. Mari kita sambut
Kita tahu
dia. Oh,
SFTC, you're late. Where have you been? Oh baik. What a
Johnson
dance.
sebanyak 500
Oh,
kali.
baik.
Dan ia pun memiliki bintang 74 di Mythical
Glory.
Glory.
Jangan dikurangin ya.
Berapa?
Susah ke sana, susah.
Berapa Om bintangnya sekarang?
Berapa ya? Di bawah 100.
Switch the channel please.
Yang ya.
What do you mean?
Biasa. Udah
Switch, what do you mean Longkemer?
entrance di
Udah keren
stage
banget
ya, udah
sih.
keren banget ya Om Wawa. Ini udah ready banget hari ini untuk nantang dalam Kidia Play Johnson Race ini.
Sangat siap sih kalau itu ya. Karena ya jelas dong. Ini saya harus menguji juga skill saya nih. Udah ditempa sekian tahun masa nggak dipakai sekarang?
Di tempat sekian tahun emang kelihatan sih ini udah sekian tahun. Tapi Bude Clara, ini kan kita udah ada penantangnya. Tapi berarti masih ada yang kurang. Perlu ada yang
Wow, what a hand view boy.
Om Wawa. tentukan pilihanmu. Kita akan cari nih. Kita biarin Om Wawa untuk memilih sih ya. Siapa nih kira-kira yang Om Wawa mau pilih buat jadi lawannya bermain Johnson. Di Johnson Race. Nino. Wah, ingat, ini adalah Om Wawa. Parapapapam. Kita boleh tahu setiap hari dia bermain dengan jungler yang unik. Namun, Om.
Wah, inilah yang dipilih oleh Om Wawa.
Gak apa-apa dong, Pak. Gak apa-apa.
Bentar. Om Wawa ini ada alasan tertentu nggak nih milih yang ditantang?
Paling semangat tantangan.
Oke, alasannya kayaknya tidak seperti itu ya. Apakah Anda mencari lawan yang bisa Anda lawan?
Gimana ya kalau jelasin ya?
Jangan-jangan dia top global Johnson loh.
Apa ya?
Coba kenalan dulu dong, kenalan.
Om Wawa.
Bukan kenalnya di
Brit.
gimana?
Bukan kenal. Memperkenalkan diri dulu, boleh?
Halo, aku Riona dari Bandung.
I'm quickly going to finish this, okay? Watch party and then I'll restart the stream.
Ini kan kalau Om Wawa udah mythical glory. Berapa bintang banyak?
Bintang 7 terus.
Kalau Riona boleh tahu nggak?
I just want Onic to finish
Bintang 6, 8.
10k watching, yes.
Sakti. Dan sudah tahu kita akan bermain apa, jadi kita akan jelaskan inilah dia map untuk atau rute untuk mereka berdua beradu di Johnson Race. Ingat, kalau dari perwakilan audiens mendapatkan kemenangan, skin akan dibagikan. Om Wawa di sini, pride Anda dipertaruhkan.
Kayaknya saya selalu pilih lawan nih sepertinya.
Waduh, tapi nih startnya dari arah tengah. Sebenarnya dihitungnya nanti tengah, tinggal menuju ke bawah, putari base Anda.
Lala, you complete now and start now, nah?
3 round, jadi siapa cepat selesai
Ya.
di arah tengah. Oke? Mengerti?
Paham.
Riona, paham. Udah siap ya menghadapi Om Wawa ya? Oke, dan nih.
Always thank you for another 179 super chat. Very customized. Yes, I will.
Wah, sudah siap.
I just want Onic to win first. I want Onic to end this game.
Om Wawa.
Hey Ravi Kete, hello. Thanks for joining the stream. Welcome.
Samsung Galaxy.
Suarep Cup.
Kita menghitung mundur untuk dimulainya balap-balapan di Land of Down.
SSJT, welcome.
Dari 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start! Wow. Lah buset. Bentar. Loh.
Tenang.
Oh,
sabar.
baik.
Biar grogi sebelah.
Bentar.
Harus jalan kaki dulu nih, Kelar.
Bentar,
20
iya.
second.
Om Wawa, Riri aja yang menang. Bentar.
Ya, kamu ke atas, saya ke bawah ya.
Ini dulu gak sih?
Apa tuh?
Farming dulu gak sih?
You don't know how to drive like me also, ya?
Jangan nih cepat-cepatan kalau
I should have been the one driving home.
Nino. Ya, ini bukan adu racing ya, ini adu lari. Tapi mulai ngegas Om.
Ya dong, sabar dong. Ya.
Nah, sombongnya ya. Padahal ini mekanik 40 plus loh.
Oh,
Namanya pengalaman gak bohong.
pengalaman gak bohong. Gimana Riona?
Round.
Enggak, aku juga romer tapi ini kenapa?
Oh,
Waduh.
shit,
Om Wawa
so
sebentar
noob.
lagi udah mau lap kedua nih.
Yep.
Riri dulu. Bentar.
Sabar. Nanti saya tunggu ya di pojokan ya.
Iya, jangan. Bentar.
Dia nabrak turtle. Bapak mau melawan turtle, Bapak? Om Wawa, weh.
Sabar. Jangan dikejar. Lo. Kebalik.
Salah jalan ya.
Om Wawa udah mendapatkan 2 lap. Bagaimana nih?
Riri belum.
Riri, ayo semangatin Riri dong. Kasih
She's
tepuk
so
tangan buat
noob.
Riri. Riri.
Wow, Riri akhirnya sudah.
Oh, baik.
Om Wawa Riri dulu.
Boleh.
Oh, baik, so noob. Shit.
Saya 1, ya kan.
Riri juga udah 1 lap.
Look at her face. I wanna slap her, ya.
Kok jadi mepek? Tenang, yang penting ayo Riri, fokus.
Belum ini masih.
Om Wawa ini dulu ya. Jumawa dulu nih.
Sesuai nama, Juawa.
Om Wawa bukan Jumawa. Dan pada akhirnya pemenang
Hari
Yes, the girl is so
jatuh
noob.
kepada Om Wawa. Riri dari tadi. Kenapa Riri?
Oke sama Om Wawa.
Kenapa emangnya ada apa dengan Om Wawa?
Globalnya itu Johnson.
She must be making excuse now.
Enggak, bohong.
Nya banyak.
If she don't know how to drive, why did she even raise her hand? Ho.
Gimana tuh?
Enggak dong, kita kan harus mengeluarkan kemampuan semaksimal mungkin ya.
Riri udah semaksimal mungkin.
Oh,
Sama sudah
maksimal.
maksimal. Coba kasih tepuk tangannya dong untuk pertarungan hari ini. Yang harus usai masih di tangan dari perwakilan MPL. Kupikir kita akan kalah, Om.
Kamu nggak percaya saya?
Kan mekanik 40 plus.
Karena pengalaman lebih dari segalanya, Clara.
Pengalaman. Kayaknya kita harus berguru nih.
Okay,
dari
main
Wawa.
club. Yeah.
Iya nanti berguru.
One day I'll be bro Elvis that time.
Global Johnson.
Call me custom.
Wow.
Ini tuh,
Juga.
biar dapat skin juga.
Tapi tenang, hari ini memang kita belum bisa membagikan skill
But
gratis.
still, Jam, she raised her hand to compete, no?
Lusa.
Yes, masih ada 2 hari kesempatan untuk bisa mendapatkan skin gratis untuk seluruh yang ada di MPL Playoff di
Is this
sini
last
di
match
Velodrome
if
Jakarta.
Onic win? Yes, this is the last if
Jadi
Onic
pokoknya
wins.
harus datang nih langsung ke sini.
Betul sekali. Permainan kita telah usai.
You know, now if she reject, he will
Final
drop
upper bracket
atom bomb.
masih akan terus berlangsung dalam best of 5 series. 2 game
Lol,
telah
they sing
didapatkan oleh
something.
Fnatic Onic. Namun EVOS Glory, kita tahu mereka bukan tim yang bisa diam saja. Mereka akan meraungkah atau di sini akan tertunduk lemas oleh Fnatic Onic. Mari kita sambut lanjutan game ketiga untuk final upper bracket.
Will we have the same result as the first match of Kick versus BTR in the second match of Onic versus EVOS? Because
Another
so far-
3-0?
Yeah, might be.
Wow.
It's a possibility, a big possibility.
Yeah, I mean,
For real.
2-0 right now. At this point, I think
If Elvis
I
has
think we need
never
ways,
played,
new ways to communicate
then
with
let's
everyone
do
out there.
Hinata
Sheffield.
versus
We also need some entertainment. Rashi.
Elvis
What do you got?
1v1 open custom.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
What do I got? Well,
What do
I
you
got
got?
this. I got the Samsung phone.
Samsung.
Right? I guess
My
a
phone
nifty
is
trick I
charging
can
and
show
I'm
you,
busy
Shevin,
eating
is,
Cadbury gems.
This AI
You like
interpreter
Cadbury?
Reptar was using earlier.
That gems,
we'll
Cadbury
call it Korean
gems. I
for
also
now.
like,
Give me a
yeah.
sentence. What you think?
Onic girls are also pretty. Yes, indeed,
I
Onic
love
girls are so
my
pretty.
mom.
Okay, really.
Okay, so we go here. We just input those words.
I'm
in
sure
Indonesian,
he's
of
lying.
course.
Indonesian, and it's going to translate to Korean.
Elvis, tell me, give me your ID. I'll
Mama
check.
saya.
I'll make sure that you have never played. Then I'll let you play
Just
with
like that,
Hinata.
Korean. Just like that.
Wait, Sheffield, now you can rizz up, you know, all the Korean girls you want.
Well,
Exactly.
maybe you two guys can pass as a Korean, but I don't think so for me.
Why not? I mean, like, well, you have the language down, right?
Right.
I don't have the...
The Korean is a state of mind.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
also, right, you can maybe,
Modify?
what, modify? No, I was about to say,
Modify.
you can win games and then flex later with your Samsung S24. And
Oh.
with the translation, you can translate to Korean. You can also translate this promo
Cadbury
code
Silk
that you'll
chocolate
find
is my
on
favorite.
the,
Mine
internet when
is,
you actually
Kit
buy
Kat.
the phone into your pockets, because that promo code will get you a 40%
Hey,
discount
yeah,
on Samsung
it
Care
is.
Plus and cashback promos up to 2 million.
Not
rupiah.
true, but I
Imagine
like
if
a
you're
bit.
going to Korea,
Okay.
you're playing Mobile Legends in Korean server, and you want to trash talk in Korean.
Exactly.
As easy as that.
And what's really cool about this feature, right? It says it's an AI.
If you have
translator.
searched for
And
an
so
all
it's
account,
different kind
then
of
you must
words,
know
right?
little
You
bit
don't
how
go
to
with
play
the
na.
textbook. You know, sometimes with
Elvis.
with translators, if you go to textbook.
If you know how to
sentences,
play,
it
then
sounds
Hinata will
weird,
not
right? No one
agree
talks
to
like
do
that.
1v1, okay?
Then it works. But then if you talk with like, you know, with the cool kids slang, usually it doesn't really work that well. But with the Samsung interpreter, that's why it's called an interpreter, not a translator. It's just that good. We've tried it again and again, and it hasn't failed us
Hello,
just
who made
yet.
it to Tokyo?
It's
Welcome
as
to the
easy as scanning
stream.
the QR code or visiting the website, but I don't know the website, so Sheffield, what's the website?
The website is check at samsung.com/ID. As easy as that to get Samsung Galaxy S24 series and also interpreter to talk with Arashi.
No
in
custom tonight,
Japanese
there
and
will
also
be.
Japanese.
There will be.
Japanese.
Is there Japanese there?
I don't think so, man.
Waiting
Japanese
for
is an exclusive language
Onic to
for
win.
the Mobile Legends.
Hello,
English
YT,
broadcast
we'll
channel,
see you. Welcome to the
international
stream. Thank you for
broadcast.
joining.
Shout out to all you yappers out there. We know you guys are
Let's
watching.
watch
Now,
party.
you know what I say basically on my stream?
I
You
want
wanna
Onic
yap,
to
but if you
end
keep
this
on
match
yapping and you only yap
and
lies,
this
that's
win.
bad. So yap facts.
with a win.
Yes,
After that, we
I don't
will
think
do
that counts as yapping.
custom.
What?
Yapping
No, if you're
facts.
yapping, but if you're stating facts, then it's good.
Oh, that counts as yapping still?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's yapping. As long as you
Oh.
keep talking, you're yapping.
So what qualifies as yapping? Is it unnecessary
What we're doing right
information
now,
That's yapping, bro. Like,
We're fluent in Japanese. We are yappers. We are certified professional yappers.
or? Oh yeah.
Kami-sama, how many times you will
exactly.
subscribe? Welcome to the stream.
We also get paid to look at TVs that read us ad-libs. And it cannot be as easy without the Samsung TV that we have in front of us for us to read these ad-libs.
I didn't even bring my glasses and I can still see what the TV said to me, man. Like still crystal clear. I'm nearly blind. No, just kidding. I don't want to. What? But still, yeah, I can read that just fine. Having an intense gaming session, but experiencing constant like mobile gaming is better on TV. Whoa! How do you do that? So you just put your phone,
yes, just connect.
You connect
to
it,
the
man.
TV via Bluetooth or something?
Have you ever played
Okay,
Mobile
I'll
Legends
check Elvis.
on the widescreen, my guy?
Oh, man.
Bro, you're missing out. That is an experience, man. It just feels so good. You know, you lay back, you relax, and you have like a massive screen. It's like a cinematic experience.
The thing is, right, you can do that with many TVs, but what's special about the Samsung TV here is there's a FreeSync Premium Pro and Motion Accelerator Turbo Pro from Neo QLED that makes movement smoother and it prevents stuttering.
Oh, wow.
So usually when you play games on the TV, it stutters, but not with the Samsung Neo QLED Super Smart TV.
Yeah, that's one of my worries, man. Even my phone right now, I don't have a Samsung S24. It always stutters. So imagine. Well, so if I plug it to
The match is
Samsung
about
TV,
to
it won't
start,
stutter?
Aisha.
Is that how it is?
Plug it. Even if you connect, even if it's not like a cabled, a wired connection, it still runs smooth, man. You gotta try it out, bro. It's life changing.
Yeah. Speaking of smooth right now, Onic is having a smooth Series 2-0 and looking to capitalize on that with the momentum to make it 3-0 and secure the MSC spot in Riyadh. The first time ever Mobile Legends. Is it mid-season cup right now or still Southeast Asian cup?
Mid-season cup.
Mid-season cup held on a region outside of Southeast Asia. Yep. How
Exactly.
hype is that, man?
That's why the name has changed. But you gotta start asking yourself. I mean, Mirko, what do you think about this? Like, is this a styles make matchups kind of situation, or is it just literally di atas langit ada Onic?
Di atas langit ada
Oh.
Onic.
Dang.
Tainang. Look at that, the bans is already different. Alpha and X-Borg, the first face ban for Coach Yep. That is something that you won't see.
It already started. Let's go. Onic for the win. Onic for the
That is very
win.
unique. So that kind of signifies that maybe Coach Yep wants to secure this Fredrin first. Or maybe a box shoot.
They've also forced away the chip ban by banning the Lo Yi, right? If Onic can do that without global presence, imagine if they had global presence. Now though, the Angela finally, for a long time.
Wait.
Earlier we saw Yasu, now we get the Pipi Papi Boom.
Angela
Coincidence?
beat
I don't think so.
Obai.
Ling is open, you know.
Exactly, and that'll basically force Evo's Glory to either pick it up themselves
No, I don't think so.
or leave it open. You want to leave it open? It's
Yeah.
different now, man. The Ling. Remember, if you try to invade the Ling, there's that change in invades as well, and the Barats, something that is used to counter the Ling, has also been nerfed clear speed-wise. They don't go for the Ling, not yet at least. They go for the, oh, they do. Roger
Wow.
and the Ling. They need to take it away, right? Because it will be too lethal if they give over the and to the man, the myth, the legend, the god on Assassins, Kairi.
There's still Nolan, you know. Even Julian is not
Oh,
on
Nick
the table
picked
because Julian
Angela, you
sings
know.
really well with an Angela. It's a hero that's in your face, has some kind of lifesteal and spell bam. It's perfectly synced with what they have right now. But maybe way too early in the first phase.
My main question right here for Evos, right, is they went for the lane, but are they ready for the response? You would think that for Onic, there's definitely some kind of plan here, some kind of master plan for Coach Yep. And with the Roger and Ling already there, there's just so little flex available for Evos to try and play some mind games. And that's usually a very tough
Mind
situation
game
to be
going
up
on, mind
against,
game.
for Onic. Because they usually read into and already prepare so far ahead. With one more pick here for Evos, what will it be to try and round this out? Is it going to be the mid lane or first? They're going to require some kind of wave clear if they want to avoid getting invaded, even though that is no longer as reliable.
It's going to be a really solid pick to punish some of the invades or some of the dives from Onic. And also, could really punish Angela if she does overextend, but I don't think that's going to be the case here. Onic though, just remember this Angela can still be flex, either Roam or the mid lane for Sans, but gotta be honest with you, I don't like Sans Angela.
But do you like Keyboy Angela?
Not really, but still,
Yeah.
I prefer it on Keyboy.
Okay, so you prefer on Keyboy, the Boxer gets banned out. So for Onic, for Fnatic Onic, in the first phase, they picked up the Angela and they picked up two amazing picks that can be enabled by that Angela. So now what other picks do Fnatic Onic want to take? Currently, they are lacking a lot of CC, even though they have CC. You know, like,
Right, literally CC, not crowd control. We'll see. I think the Yutong was something that was used extensively back during the reign of this Angela. But as you mentioned, Mirko, some kind of crowd control might be preferable here. Final ban for Onic is going to be the Valentina. They're going to go with some massive, big ultimate here that they are not willing to let go, to give to Evos.
Now, Evos has the first pick in the second phase. Ruby still a flex. Roger, not so much. He's stuck on the gold lane for Brands. Maybe something that can enhance the potential of the Ling. Where's the heroes? They can sync up with Ling well, aside from Angela.
Some damage right here. I mean, there's a Roger and Ling already. It's not a burst, but only with the Ruby as the main pick-off tool. What kind of damage can they be able to, will they be able to do? And who will be the main target? It's going to be a Nana out of nowhere, man. When is the last time we saw this?
regular season, it's been a long, long time, and this is the first time that it's made its appearance in the playoffs of Season 13.
What's the plan here? I mean, it does synergize with the Ruby, but
Yeah, it was video you Nana.
Well, it's clear.
Your favorite
first of all,
hero.
It's crowd control, like we were talking about earlier. It's a big amount of damage because of the Molina's Blitz, the ultimate that does
Hello
so
Solomon,
much damage.
welcome to the
and
stream.
also
Thank
can
you for
stun.
joining.
And technically, it's survivability if Fnatic Onic wants to go for that massive dive and jump towards the backline.
Hey Elvis,
In theory, that's what it's
thank you
gonna
for
be.
the
Oh, but the Julian
400 super
returns.
Google Pay. Thank you so
an
much.
assassin versus an assassin, people! Cheer up! Finally, we got one in the playoffs at that! And that's gonna be a possibly a Rome Edith
Yeah.
for Keyboy.
And you got what you didn't wish for, Sheffin. It's Sans on the Angela, but you got the Julian. So
Yeah.
are you happy with this, or are you still
Solomon,
unhappy that
welcome to
Sans
the
is on an
stream.
Angela?
Thank you
Yeah,
for
I'm pretty
joining.
happy. Okay. I just want to see Kyrie and Assassin. It's always a joy to
Yes,
watch.
I'm very nervous. I'm watching with full concentration. I want Onic to win.
Picks, can he match up right here to technically something of an assassin? And as we are approaching with all these exciting picks, you can
Onic,
hear
please.
the fans come alive. The fans of Evos were seeming discouraged, but someone from the audience walked up and gestured, called them out. Yo, we're losing right here. We need you. And here they are, cheering once more, cheering for a comeback from their team with the Tigreal and Tau. Let's see how this plays out.
The last time
It was fans supporting so much. Yeah, it was fans are really good.
Four-man implosion in the Lord Pit. That
It was
saved
when I was so
Evos'
hyped up.
game and get them
Your
this
favorite
place
character.
against BTR. Looking at the statistics, Arashi, well, I think it's dominated by the left side, which is Onic, right?
Left side would be Onic. They really seem to have a lot more tools in the bag. Evos are gonna have to try and find something of a wombo combo, but they do have the link to try and match that macro play. So if Onic wins in rotations, Evos wins in all-out mobility, and if there's anyone that can do it against Onic, it has to be Annabelle.
One more game is what Fnatic Onic needs to be able to qualify
5 seconds
or
till the
try
enemy reaches
their
the
wits
battlefield.
again in MSC 2024. Let's see if they can do this. It is game 3 of Eva's Glory versus Fnatic Onic.
I'm gonna concentrate here, okay?
The crowd just
Bye, chat.
nervous with excitement. Let's see. Battle of the Assassin, especially for Annabelle with the Ling, without really a lot of ways for Onic to try and disrupt that farming pattern. We'll see how it goes. Two members in the mid lane duking it out. That seems to be a
Inuka,
pattern
welcome.
we're seeing once more. Lutpi
I'm very
this
serious
matchup,
in the
though,
game, okay,
CC
here.
against the Ruby. At least initially for now, it's gonna be Lutpi able to go in aggressively. Later on, it might be a whole different story. Take a look at the emblems by Games Max right here. See Brandt with the Master Assassin trying to finally wrestle away some control in that gold lane. For Clocken, it's gonna be the Rupture. He wants that extra bit of damage initially, but look at this. Keyboy just being so active here.
Kyrie as well gets the chain down on the enhanced scythe too, and Dreams will be shredded down to very, very low. Annabelle jumping at the Keyboy, gets caught in the onward and the Earth Shatter. Forced to use the Temper the Blades. Meanwhile, CW in the bottom lane. Annabelle picks up the Defiant Blades and jumps back out with a Finch Poise.
Very aggressive, playing with fire, and Annabelle, the young gun of EVOS, even using the blade in the front in the turret aggro plays there and taking some damage. Very, very aggressive in the early game, and that spells some trouble for Onic.
It was quite interesting to see the fact that Annabelle was level 4 earlier, and he really,
Mom
really
watching the
tried
stream together.
to
I
leverage the
just
situation,
need to.
force a fight to happen before Kyrie can reach his ultimate at level 4. Of course, for Julian, it's a whole different story with how the skills work. So right now on the top side, it's Sans and Lutpi trying to make something happen. And you can see the shadow, the match coming in from Sans.
Already level 4 secured for both of these guys. I believe that was ammo finded from Fluffy, so huge resource wasted. Now Kyrie has the control.
On Dreams, on Keyboy, hard guard now on Lutpi. And Lutpi will be able to put the Curtains Call down on Clockun, who gets knocked up by the Earth Shatter as well. And Clockun will be forced onto that passive. Keyboy gets up, Primal Rat shielding as well to help survive. Sauce picks up the first blood in the mid lane on Clockun, who was on that passive, just running away.
It's a 2-for-1 for Onic. They get the turtle. They might get another one here. Maybe Dreams. Maybe the purple, maybe both.
No retry on Annabelle, no retry on Kyrie. Annabelle jumps in on the Sans with the Defiant Blade, and Kyrie just takes that purple buff away from Annabelle.
My ID, that's my ID.
Right here, winning
That's
out
my
in
ID.
all the engagements. Even when their members
There,
get low,
you
they
see
were able
BGMI
to,
ID
like
and
Keyboy,
Mlbb
almost
ID,
taken
right?
out by Annabelle there.
The
Gets
second
out
one is
with
the
Primal
Mlbb
Wrath,
ID.
and Clockun on the Nana. You have to remember, the Molina,
Oh my
the
gosh.
passive, that second chance at life no longer gives you movement speed. So now it's a lot easier to punish and chase down once it gets popped.
Inuka
He has to
khatam.
try and get it in the middle of a fight to get full value. And Dreams on the
Your
top
Nana
row, this is
died,
looking
yeah.
difficult. If he's going to be the main person to try and check the bushes and also to try and find a big combo, he's going to be facing a lot of crowd control, a lot of damage. But look at this implosion!
From Dreams right into the Millennium Blitz as well, and that's going to be Fluffy who picks up one kill. Time of the blade is going to be used up, and that should be Keyboy falling as well. But Kyrie, who's still in it all, jumps in and gets in chain onto Clockun. No further follow-up, and that's an EVO's win.
Dreams making plays once again for EVOS, and this might be the winning formula that they're looking for. They need that CC, heavy CC from Dreams. Because time to time again, this guy has been one of the core members, one of the most important members of EVOS in this kind of situation.
And the usual logic still stands. If you can get an engage onto the Angela. Whoa, Brands! The Brands Airlines taking flight right here, but CW is ready to trade around as the Onic jump on Dreams.
Oh, enhanced sight to taking Dreams very low, and Keyboy takes him now out without the Primal Wrath even.
Now, with one man down, Kyrie once again has the control on the turtle. Things are looking really, really good for Onic, as Annabelle has to be forced to use the purple buff to secure that one. Brands might be in trouble.
That's the problem we were talking about earlier, but Brands rises up to the situation, backs away with Keyboy zoning him out. That's the
Let's go,
problem when
Onic,
your
let's
main
go.
engaged to is also the front line. But Keyboy might be faced with the same problem. I'm offended.
Onward cancelled by the I'm offended. Now into an implosion. Fluffy still in the midst of it all, and that should be, yes, Keyboy taken down. Evo strike back.
Bit too much resource, but it is a kill nonetheless on towards Keyboy. It is a gold secured for your team. We'll take that any day of the week as Lutfi trying to go 1v1 and secure this one in from Annabelle. That's it.
Wow. Usually we on the far side, from the other side, we can't really hear the cheering, but the Onic fans are absolutely feeling it right now. Seeing their team take all the control to see if Evos can find something with Annabelle making the plays happen now. Matching up to Lupi 1v1. We're seeing like slowly but surely, Fnatic Onic are just pressuring the members of Evos away from their own turrets.
Keyboy and CW in the bottom lane, and Dreams cheeky still there, and once again Mr. Kyrie Rayos Del Sol with the Holy Crystal first item. Wow.
Onic with 1k quality
as well. Keyboy has the flicker, doesn't want to go for it. Enhanced chain knocks 2 up. No follow-up though.
Come on, Onic.
These days, one of those enhanced chains will be followed up by a massive play from Onic. That is what they have to be careful about.
Oh, the enhanced sight as well. Dreams finds an implosion, but it's only on to Keyboy's Lutfi still in the back line with the curtain calls. Kyrie finds one. That's going to be Dreams. And Annabelle gets knocked out by the enhanced chain of Kyrie. And they continue this chase with the retribution. Kyrie wants to go for the dive, and Clockland should be next, and it's Lutfi who secures it.
Oh my gosh, oh my
the
gosh.
back line as Fluffy is under the turret. Still Kyrie tanking the turret out. Blazing new way from CW. And a sight from Kyrie.
Oh my gosh, my god.
4-0. It was 5-0.
Kyrie going
But Dreams has
again.
respawned back in the Lanadon.
Phenomenal Fnatic Onic, a
Hello,
masterful
Ashutosh,
display
welcome.
of skills, a micro and macro. Kyrie and crew just juggling the turn aggro, incredibly dominant
Oh my gosh.
in the opposing side of the
I'm
map.
getting
They're
so
just
happy.
better. That's just it, they're just
Getting
better.
happy.
Dreams went for the big engage, but the spacing was so good, Kyrie avoided it. And now even with 2 members, Lutfi stands his ground. Is it a bit too much that he can chew?
Curtain calls, the hard guard still in place, and now he decides to pop it in. Time of the play is going to be used. Lutfi just dodges away from it, and now threatens Annabelle, threatens Dreams. Sans gets out. Dreams able to pull him back into the Molina blitz for a bit, but Sans was able to purify out. Now Lutfi again. It's a 2v4 up top. And they've been able to escape, and I'm offended, baited out. Sans still trying to survive, and Sans almost survived, but still it's a bait. Fnatic Onic collapse on the Evo's members who spent all their resources up top.
Up top,
Oh,
it's
bye.
a win for
Onic going so
Meanwhile,
strong.
down bottom, look at that. Grant's getting bursted down by CW and Keyboy. They are losing in all lanes. What is the solution to the Fnatic of Onic?
Oh my gosh, I'm feeling so happy.
How do you even deal with this? With the flash that always is completed, with the time, the cooldown item as well for Sans. The fleeting time. There's just gonna be more and more plays happening right here. If Evos don't catch a value member like Kyrie, like Sans, it's looking bleak, man, as Keyboy shows everyone who's boss.
Doing
Just
everything.
Incredible, man. That dive in the mid lane was like, I don't see any other team in Indonesia doing that. Except from
No, Onic is winning, man. Try official.
Eyeing for a CC here.
The blue team is Onic with 11 finish.
Poise on onward as well. Look at Annabelle's energy,
It was with 4
He's trying to
kills.
run away. He's trying to fly away. He does.
Red team,
in the
it
end,
was.
but even then, it's scary.
A perfect time to shout out Oraimo with the Edith edition. Light exclusive with Edith's special voice.
They called it, man, earlier on, before Edith was even in the picture. You're seeing a lot of Ediths being picked in the playoffs. They had that foresight for sure. And even now, limited time return for the Jujutsu Kaisen skin as we see the Julian, the Megumi Julian, just absolutely wrecking it. Kyrie, out farming, out participating fights, outplaying Annabelle, denying his place as well. Now Dreams goes for Lutfi.
He has the vengeance, has the hard guard. He baited in so many abilities. Bratz can't even get him. An implosion as well, but he gets caught in the enhanced chain. And the curtain calls, locks him down, forces Dreams to use the flicker defensively, forces Brands to purify out. And Fnatic Onic, now they begin their siege. With all those resources burnt out.
9K in 9 minutes. This is looking like prime Onic right now. They're trying to resurrect the fire that they have, the quills that they have. with this composition.
Hello, Savoy. Thanks for joining.
With a
Welcome to the
combo,
stream.
What Dreams gets him back out, but Kivo, no way! Is still able to survive. Annabelle with one last ditch effort into the back line he goes, but into the Shadow Realm he goes in as well.
Oh,
One for
my.
one, it's only for one member. How did he get out of that? How did they bait them out?
Still and still.
Kyrie, Onic is winning. Onic is winning.
Even though there was
Guys,
initiative by Evos.
Onic is
10
winning.
minutes! And CW is going wild with a blazing duet. Going back to the battle mirror image. The base is wide open with all the teams that have risen in MPL Indonesia.
Onic 3 win and
masses have
Evo
been
0.
saying,
Onic 3
the Onic
Evo
era is
0.
over.
Let's go.
And they were right.
Yes.
Welcome to the Fnatic Onic era.
An absolute statement from the Porcupines. Welcome to MSC 2024. Welcome to Riyadh. A chance
Onic
to go
qualified for
glory
MSC.
to defend
Onic
their
is going
title
for
of
MSC.
the
Yes.
World Slayer. Fnatic Onic. Dominant.
3-0, yeah.
Detonate on
Such a
Evos.
shame for Evo's side.
Say what you
Yes,
want
Onic.
now. To all the doubters who say that Onic were on a downward slope, who said that Kyrie is no longer the best. What do you have to say now?
Incredible.
Hello, Puibua. Let's welcome to the
In this
stream.
day, every opponent that the finalist of MPL Indonesia Season 12 has been decimated. And now Onic, a chance to defend their title both in
Ooh, that
MSC
was Kyrie.
and also MPL Indonesia.
It was Fenset.
Might be a back to back to back to back.
Quadruple pound. Riyadh pound. The Sky Kings. When you think there's no way for them to transcend, when we think they've reached their peak, they find new peaks. They find a way to end their own era.
कुछ भी मतलब कुछ भी.
To start anew.
Guys, Kyrie girlfriend here.
And you can't complain about the results. As the Onic fans enjoy the moment. This was set up to be a massive.
What about Blacklist? I don't know.
Match. It's supposed to be so close.
Now Evo's is
And
in lower
Onic
bracket.
literally made it look easy.
Evo's in lower bracket.
Concerned faces on Evo's.
Now it's time to go.
Fans.
Open custom.
Because now
That
that
where's
they
my
are in
thumb,
the
please?
depths of the lower brackets,
I think I'll rank 1 or 2 match after
Without
that.
a hell.
Open custom.
in the lower brackets is smiling.
I'll restart
He's
the stream,
laughing.
okay? Guys.
That villain arc on Peloyski. Greed is ready.
We will have an interview with the winners of this match. Fnatic Onic,
W cameraman.
Bude Clara,
Interview time with
and
Tala.
Monica Camila Conado.
Yeah, I'm going to restart the stream. No interview. Forget it. Already. Hey, Sis Tala, thank you so much for hosting your stream. Much appreciated. We'll join later. Alright, thank you so much, Toby Nico. Thank you for the 200 rupees super chat. Toby Nico, got second hand Onic jacket yesterday, lol.
Di besok hari untuk bisa mengamankan tiket menuju MSC 2024. What a game pula dari EVO's Glory
Wait,
kali ini. Mari kita sambut.
It's an
Inilah
interview.
dia perwakilan dari Indonesia untuk MSC 2024.
Yuya, bye-bye. Said live story.
Berteriak tepuk tangan untuk Fnatic Onic. Wow! Amazing, congratulations guys! Menjadi perwakilan
Is there
dari
subtitles?
MSC 2024.
No
Ini juara
subtitles.
bertahan kita sejak MSC 2023.
Even though we
Dan
wait for the
sekarang
interview, we're not gonna
kalian
understand
berhasil
anything, nah.
mengamankan tiket sekali
Salah
lagi
translate, lol.
menuju MSC. Bagaimana rasanya? Sans?
Tes.
Nyala. Ini
Tes.
memang
Sonic keras banget, nyala-nyala.
Senang. So, ya senang banget kita bisa ke Saudi juga. Dan ya kita masih ada sisa match final, kita ngasih yang terbaik lagi di final.
GG.
Mewakili Indonesia lagi.
Just say suatu cup.
Kalian menjadi bisa dibilang langganan MSC 2024.
They're sweating, look guys. How they're sweating.
Menjadi langganan itu sendiri. Apakah itu sebuah keuntungan buat kalian gak sih nantinya?
Pasti, karena ini juga hasil kerja keras kami beberapa bulan ini. Jadi ya bersyukur aja bisa ke MSC lagi.
Bersyukur bisa ke MSC lagi karena seperti
But they're still kids though.
ini langganan dan
Almost all of them, they're still very young.
Keempat kali sebagai partisipan di MSC. Ini yang terbanyak di seluruh region. Luar biasa untuk penatik Onic. Dan tentunya kalau MSC 2023 kemarin selain menjadi champion, ada Keyboy yang menjadi finals MVP. Keyboy, gimana rasanya kembali lagi di panggung MSC? Setelah tahun kemarin kamu menjadi finals
Evo's
MVP.
fans still supporting, so hyped up.
Gimana nih, Keyboy kan season MSC 2023 menjadi final dan sekarang kembali lagi di panggung
Fnatic
MSC.
Onic won. Onic GTC Hinata.
Ya kalau dari gua seneng banget sih, kayak bisa masuk lagi, apalagi ke Riyadh kan. Ya, pasti happy lah,
Keyboy.
soalnya dari kita semua berharapnya yang terbaik selalu lah. Kayak kerja keras kita, try hard kita terbayarkan lah. Cuma mungkin belum kelar lah, masih ada trofi yang belum diangkat.
Masih mencari trofi. Mengingat kita di
Kayak di
final upper
Kobe,
bracket
Coach
ini,
P.
kalian seperti bermain dengan cukup berbeda. Karena sebelumnya match kalian 3-2 cukup kejar-kejaran, tapi kali ini Onic membawa warna baru. Dari mana asalnya ini Onic yang berbeda ini? Bagaimana kalian mempersiapkan untuk final upper ini? Sedemikian rupa mendominasi. Apa yang sudah kalian siapkan?
Kalau persiapan katanya dari coach chef sih. Semua
Coach
dari
chef.
coach chef yang atur semuanya.
Coach Chef.
Coach Chef.
ID.
Coach. Coaches. Both of you. Boleh dua-duanya. Tapi semuanya kita tahu bahwa dari coach adalah mungkin orang yang akan menjadi menyatukan kepala-kepala cerdas ini, kepala-kepala luar biasa ini. Gimana sih membuat semuanya sampai bisa titik ini, di mana final upper bracket 3-0 kalian dapatkan. Preparasi seperti apa untuk anak-anak ini?
Yang penting tetap berapi aja sih.
Coach.
Jadi kan kayak banyak tim-tim lain yang berkembang juga kan season ini. Jadi kayak mereka kan menganggap mereka kuat, ya kita harus lebih kuat gitu aja sih. Mindsetnya kayak gitu lah. Jadi udahan main tim kuat-kuatnya, kita yang terkuat.
Chalo, done for watch party.
Yang terkuat, tapi